Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mer Hersoner Podcast Season 3, Episode 8, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. It's Thursday, November 17th, 2022. I'm your host, Vikas Lanyan, and as always, joined by my
Are you stumbling your words again?
No, never mind. I was going to say it. But my amazing co-host, Mr. Mike Balian, where we discuss our great Armenian history, covering different eras, topics, and people.
I can't wait to make fun of your stumbles.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like, thumbs up, and subscribe, share, Facebook, share with everybody.
The bell button.
Let's get a party going. It's our 50th episode.
Yay!
Cheers, buddy.
Happy 50th.
Happy 50th. Wait. That did it again. Happy 50th.
Hey,
That's some years
we
left.
got some
But
years left.
happy 50 episodes. Well, let's take a sip first.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you for
Cheers,
joining us
everybody.
tonight.
Thank you.
We wanted to this is one of those episodes we just wanted to kind of hang out, chit chat.
Get you involved.
Yeah, we want our audience involved.
You.
Kind of reflect on 50 episodes. I mean, it's a year and a half we've been doing this, and we've been covering a lot of stories we've told, and it's been an interesting ride.
Yeah, man. It's been pretty interesting. Educational.
Yeah, we've
Very,
learned a lot.
very educational. Sometimes I find myself listening to our podcast 2 or 3 times just to absorb the information. Even though we talked about it and researched it, you still sometimes I don't know if you're like this. You still sometimes forget
Yeah.
some of the pertinent information that we talk about.
You know what's funny?
I'm just being
Yeah.
honest, man. It's that.
Yeah, so you forget sometimes. So what I do is I love going back and listening to
Yeah.
especially episodes on season one. First, it's interesting to see how we've progressed, and in the beginning,
Yeah.
how
Oh yeah, we'll get into
everything.
that.
We'll get into that stuff. But everyone who's joining us, by the way, we want to mention that if you are joining us, and if you want to join us via video live, let us
Yeah.
know. Um, all you have to do is email us your information. I'll put the email up, which is pod@merhersoner.com. We'll send you a link and you can join us live. If you want to say something, feel free to our audience.
Come hang out.
Yeah, hang out with us.
Seriously, like don't be shy.
Tell us what you think of what
Yeah.
we've been
Just
doing
have
so
a
far.
conversation.
Maybe criticize us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Tell us we
So,
suck.
again, you see it on the screen. It's pod@merhersoner.com. You can send us an email. We'll send you a link and you can join us live.
I know one of the wise nuts guys is probably gonna hit us up and tell us we suck.
Well, should we bring him on?
We can.
Okay. All right. We'll take that.
You're on the
risk.
spot, guys.
Let's see. We got a lot of people joining us today. Well, thank you everyone. But before we actually continue and start like having discussion,
Dun, dun, dun.
first thing we want to do is thank all our guests. It was the guests who've taken time out of their lives to share their expertise and stories. First and foremost, we want to thank Dr. Vahan Setyan.
Absolutely.
He is he helped us launch this
Yep.
podcast. I know we've kind of talked about this before, and it was
It's an interesting story
Yeah.
of how that all worked out too.
yeah, the first episode we did, we were both very nervous. And he kind of, obviously that was a recording that wasn't live, but still it's happening, right there and then. And you're dealing with someone who has this wealth of knowledge, and you're trying to find the right questions to ask them. And we're new at this.
Like, don't know anything. I guess.
Yeah,
You could say.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
literally, it's like, what?
well, especially about the Armenian Highlands,
I mean, all of it, the whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah, we
I was.
knew much.
We'll talk. We'll get into that. We'll get into.
Yeah.
We'll get into
But he made it so easy for us. He kind of almost guided us through the questions. We would ask the question. He would kind of, even if the question wasn't,
he's used
Yeah,
to speaking in public, right? So he knew how to lead
Yeah,
into a situation, and then
which made us on the fly decide on come up with other
It's
questions.
almost like massaging a situation into the conversation.
Yeah,
That's exactly what he did.
So Vahan, if you're watching this or listening, or you will be listening, thank you so much. We owe this to you. You helped us, get on this journey, and it's been a fun ride so far. We have learned a lot from you and everybody else. The second person I really want to thank is Gevorg Nazarian. He is our brother in Armenia. He's an amazing historian, and we've mentioned his name so many times before, but you guys have no idea. All the content, all these stories that we tell you are research, factual research that he has provided from his studies, from his colleagues, and it is that's how we put all this text together in order to read and discuss.
Yeah, he guides us. He guides us into our research.
Yeah. So
He
without
really does.
him,
and
it
helps
would-
us with our research, like more than you can
Yeah.
imagine.
So without him, it would be very difficult, and it would probably be very what's the word? It would have taken a longer time. We wouldn't be able to do it every week that we've tried. Somebody's phone is saying, but it's okay. Or at the same time, I don't think even the information would have been as what's the word? Like,
As deep, 100%. I mean, look, there was a lot of information we can find online.
Yeah.
Right. But he kind of he helped us finding that information and took it to another level.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy,
Yeah. I mean, you guys won't even
This
imagine
guy, yeah.
when we get this information and we put this call it a script together, the program together, and we're
He's
reading
an
it.
Armenian legend.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not just saying that.
So everything you
Just
hear that we read and discuss is, when we do it, we kind of rehearse it in the beginning, and we still mess it up.
and he can talk about this without notes
Yeah.
for like 3 hours.
So it's
Not kidding.
and the stuff you see with the stuff we read, and it just blows our mind. So thank you, Gevorg, again. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate it. Cheers to you. And we wouldn't be able to do
Yeah.
this without you.
No.
We want to thank all our guests who have been with us before throughout this journey, going back with Haraj Kozi Beokyan, who will be joining us
He will.
in about maybe 30 minutes or so.
Mhm.
He was recently in Armenia, had some amazing experience there, and he's going to talk about that. Joseph Sarkisian, Carla Garapetian, Christina Moranci, Ara Papian,
Ardovan,
Ardovan and
Umid Kurt.
Umid Kurt, Hernar Wattenpa.
Yeah.
Man, who are we missing?
I mean, Red-Eyed Hawk, we just
Red-Eyed Hawk, yeah. Ruben Galician. But
It goes on and on. Like
Madeleine Avetisian. Madeleine, she was an amazing episode. So
the bottom line is, like, some of the people that we've met because of other people we've interviewed. Oh, you guys should interview this person.
Yeah.
You guys should interview this person.
it's a snowball
It's
effect. Yeah.
not a secret. It's just one thing leads to the next. And I mean, never in my life, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Never in my life did I think I was going to.
Anna, there you go. Thank you, Hamlet. And I mean, we
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
forget the Wise Nuts, of course. Our boys, our friends, they have supported us from day one. They have plugged us. They have redirected their audience to us.
Yes.
So we love you guys. Armand, Arno, Edgar, thank you so much for yeah. İnceranlı. Erkusine Ayover. Yeah. Arno, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Yeah, Hamlet. There you go, Hamlet. Yeah, Hamlet. Hamlet. Why am I forgetting his last name?
Narcissian.
Narcissian.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he's gonna be back on. Yerishe.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
Yerishe has a
back on.
gold mine. I mean,
Yeah.
every single one of them, guys.
Yeah.
Like, every single one of them have. And you know what the funny thing is? Besides the actual scholars,
Yeah,
right? This is their life. This is their career. This
Yeah.
is what they've devoted their life to. Someone like a Yerishe
Yeah.
and a Hamlet Narcissian and a Joseph Sarkisian.
yeah,
These guys just got into something and it took off for them almost as a hobby.
Yeah.
Right? And it never stopped.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that, let's say, they got into for it was like a fling.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been going for years. I mean, you remember Joseph? He'd sit there. I mean, guy's a dentist.
Yeah.
He's a tooth doctor, guys. And he just doesn't stop talking about history, and he can talk about it without notes.
Yeah.
He just goes on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
It's like
Pretty amazing.
That's passion.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's passion.
Yeah. And same goes for Yerishe. I mean, Yerishe.
Yeah. They're ilk.
Yeah. Or Hamlet. Hamlet
Also,
himself.
yeah.
It was
30
fun.
years, 40 years. Whoa, Hamlet said he's been doing this for what, 40 years?
Was it 40 or something like that? Yeah.
70s.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yerisha said he'd been doing it for something in the range of 15 or 20,
yeah.
you know?
So that was our thank you tour.
That was our thank you. And if we didn't mention anybody,
we apologize.
we apologize, yes.
Now, you who's ever joining us right now, feel free to ask us any questions, anything about us, anything about history. We'll try to answer it.
And if you feel bold enough to
Yeah.
come on camera and shoot the,
Yeah.
come on down.
Like I said,
Seriously, email us. We'll send you a link. Come talk to us. Come hang out.
there you go. pod@merherosner.com.
Seriously.
Email us. Now, here's the cool thing. We're going to give away
All of the things.
later on in this show. We're going to give away t-shirts. We're going to give away a mug. We're going to give away hats, which should be in stock soon. And then we're going to give away a sculpture. And the winner will get to choose any of these sculptures right here.
Pick one.
Yeah. Speaking of sculptures, guys, we have a promo going, which is the promo code is holidays. all in capital letters, 20% off. This is for the holiday season. Where they're in stock, go ahead and order it as a gift for someone, yourself, or someone who loves Armenian history. I wanted to ask you, from all the episodes that we've done, what
Oh,
is
this is a good question.
what is your favorite episode so far?
God. Um, I could go two ways with this, and I have to go two ways with this. In terms of historical narrative that we've discussed, or historical time period that we've discussed, and then let's say part two would be guests that we've interviewed.
Okay.
Because they're two different worlds when it comes to what we do, right?
Yeah.
You're interviewing, and then at the same time we're talking about something that we've researched.
Yeah.
So I'll get into the research part of it when you and I are talking about whatever we're talking about. I'd suffice it to say that Tigran the Great was hands down one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
But I would say Ani.
The Ani episode?
The Ani episode.
Okay.
There was something so gripping about it, like visually.
Yeah.
In my head, as we even the days leading up to the research that you and I were doing, and we were sharing the information to think about, okay, what do we talk about? What do we do with this? And
Yeah, how to put it together.
How to put it together, because there's a ton of information about it, right? I think that kind of took my mind to more different places personally than Tigran did. Even though Tigran, I was like, oh my God, it's like Game of Thrones and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think Ani really, really, really was like, my brain went so many different places. I think, wasn't that when you came up with the idea of trying to recreate Ani in 3D,
in a virtual, well, not a 3D,
virtual
space. Yeah.
In the metaverse.
Space. Yeah. Okay. So Ani would be your favorite episode. What about as far as a guest?
Interview, I would say Ruben Galician. That was to me
the maps, right?
And no knock on any of our amazing guests.
Yeah.
As a kid growing up, I was always fascinated with maps. I really was. I'm big time into geography. I'm big time into history. And I could catch myself staring at Google Maps. I know I'm a nerd forever. Like if I get on Google Maps, I'll just be like, click, click, click, rotate, click, rotate, click. I'm a map fanatic. And that to me was a insanely fascinating episode.
Yeah.
Just talking to him or listening.
No, I agree. That was one of my top favorite as well. I think for me, as far as interview,
there are honorable mentions, but
I know a lot of people didn't watch that one as much, but with Umid Kut, that was for me. There was a couple of things. Number one, I read his book, so to get to talk to the person who wrote the book was already like, you read this book. When you're reading, you have your own voice, right? When you're reading, the way you're picturing everything, and then to talk to him and him kind of almost reassuring whatever I read, the way he talked about it and stuff. Plus, having ancestors from Antap, there's a connection. Yeah, there's a connection. So that would be one of my favorite interviews, But then the first episode with Haraj, Haraj blew our minds with all the rugs and everything that he talked about. I mean, everything that we showed on the pictures on the screen with you guys, and it was just, we went over 4 hours. That's not a joke. What is he saying? What is that guy saying?
Edgar, could it be that you see so many similarities between how Ani fell and Armia today? Edgar, honestly, no. I would say, I think I have a fascination with what, and this is just a personal thing, with what the old looked like at its height. Not in its ruined nature. I would say my imagination kind of goes places when it comes to, and for any of our audience, and I'm gonna get a little nerdy. I'm not gonna lie.
Go for it, buddy.
Anybody?
This is the time.
Yeah, I know. So if anyone's a video game fanatic, um, I used to be. If anyone's played Assassin's Creed, the way Ubisoft managed to recreate some of those ancient
Cities.
cities, not exact.
Yeah.
They recreated the more main architectural pieces
Yeah,
and
and then
whatnot.
copy and paste
And it was all copy paste. Like I'm in the 3D industry, so I know how it
Well,
works.
it got better over
Yeah,
time.
it did, but you know, a lot of the buildings were repeated and whatnot, but they still recreated this 3D realm of visualization in terms of like what the feel of, let's say, ancient Rome felt like, what ancient Greece felt like, what any of these ancient time periods felt like.
Yeah.
And in my head, it's like a seed. So I kind of went back and I'm like, what did Oni look like?
Yeah.
And that's where my head went. That's why that Ani episode for me personally is, I think, would
Now,
take the cake.
one thing I want to mention, that Ani episode we did was concentrating on the city of Ani right now.
Yeah.
So we are right now, the way we're going is kind of like a chronological order.
Yes.
We are going to get
We're
to,
gonna get
and
there a little bit more in depth.
yeah,
Yeah.
more in depth. We're
Yeah.
going to do an episode, possibly have a specialist who, or historian who is specializes in city of Ani
Yeah.
and have them on as well. So we're working on that stuff. We do have more guests who are going to join us coming up in the next month and then in the coming new year. So definitely, the hardest thing
It
is,
doesn't end, buddy.
yeah,
We're in this for the long haul.
yeah. I don't know how long, but well, according to Gevorg, we can do this for the next 30 years from all the content he has. So
Wow.
I don't know if people want to hear us when we're, in our, let's say 50s.
Why?
Yeah.
Were you gonna sound any different? I might not. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying.
Okay. Hopefully we have all our teeth.
At 50?
Well, 30 years from now, I was being light about it.
Okay, well, let's say when we get
yeah.
to 50.
Okay. What was I gonna say? So as far as no. I know what I was gonna say. So as far as guests, the most difficult time we have is all these great intellectuals that are around the world. What we try to get on is scheduling, timing. They're busy with their academics, which especially if they're not from here. Getting them live in the studio, and then the time difference. Sometimes it's like 4 a.m. when we're going live. It's very difficult to ask somebody, "Hey, can you wake up that early?" And some people have, and we appreciate that.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Is there a guest that ever made you nervous?
That is a great question.
Yeah. And I see you and I haven't even talked about this. Guys, no joke. We haven't even talked about this like in private. So I'm putting you on the spot. You could put me on the spot too. Is there a guest that ever made you nervous? Let's say the run up to it or during the show because of, let's say, their
2 guests.
who?
Carla Garabetian
Okay.
and Ora Papian.
Good picks. Why?
Carla, honestly, I was really, really, really surprised that she agreed to join us, because with her resume, like for
True.
her to be humble enough to say, you know what, and
She stayed up. She stayed late
she
at her
stayed
office.
late at her office.
Yes.
And here's the thing: when she came on, it was early in the season 1.
Yeah.
So, there's this new podcast. She doesn't know who we are. We're just these 2 guys doing this. And the fact that she said yes and she replied to our email, and I was nervous because, she comes from this amazing background of broadcasting,
In Hollywood.
film, and Hollywood.
Like Hollywood.
She might be
Yeah.
in the behind the cameras,
Doesn't
but
matter.
still someone
Doesn't matter.
big like herself in the industry. So I was nervous with her. Ara Papian, I think I was more nervous that I didn't want to ask the wrong question and seem ignorant in a way. And I tried to do
He
so much
isn't. He
research.
isn't. He is an
Yeah,
educated man.
yeah,
Yes.
and at the same time, we did, at least I tried to do so much research for with the topic that we were talking about. So yeah, those were the two guests that made me nervous, I would say.
Armand, I'm almost 60.
Yeah. You got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, I do on
Yeah,
Monday.
on
Yeah.
Monday. Mike will be 23 years old,
23.
plus 20.
Well,
Have
I'm gonna be celebrating the 24th anniversary of my 29th birthday, guys.
Yeah. Have you seen that magician, the African magician,
No.
when he's doing, it's a magic show and he has like, it's like one of those contests that they're gonna win, or they pick somebody.
Well,
They're
somebody better
just
win
like
the
how
contest.
what is it, America's Got Talent, like kind of
Okay.
like that. So he
Okay,
goes
so
up there, he just goes like a card, and he's like, he's like, he shows the card. He's like, what's the number? He's like, 9. He's like, well, no, no, no, sorry, I'm saying it. He's like, what's your birthday? He goes, the 18th, and he randomly pulls the card. He's like, what is that? 9. He's like, 9 times 2 is 18. Yeah. And then
that's awesome.
and then they go, I think the next one was like, okay, let me do another one. Let me do another. And then they go, okay, what's the
31.
no, no, no. He goes, okay. He's like, all right, how many days in the month? And the guy goes, 30. And then he just like randomly like pulls out. He goes, what is this? He's like, 2. He's like, 2 times 15, 30. Best clip. I was on the floor.
He's a magician.
Yeah, he's a magician.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to answer my favorite episode, as far as from everything we've done. I want to say, well, 2 of them.
Why? The show's not about you.
All right. Well,
Okay,
so
go.
who made you nervous?
No, no, no. Wait. No, answer your question first.
Okay.
So, what was your favorite episode
My favorite episode besides
or episodes?
this love affair with Tigran, because not actually love affair with Tigran, that came out wrong. Tigran episode.
Is there a button for that?
No. There you go. We don't use this that
We
often.
never use
Yeah.
it. But I'm glad you programmed it in there.
It comes with it. So, I honestly think that what the information that we got and the way we had it put together, it's a movie. Not a movie,
Yeah.
it's a series. It's a series. It's at least a minimum 10
What
to
the Tigran
Tigran,
episode?
Tigran, yeah.
100%.
I mean, you can take part 1 and turn it into like, probably 25 episodes if you tell it right, and then take
No,
part 2.
it's a movie. No, it's a movie.
No, but you can't, man. If you get into the details, it's impossible. Like there's so much happening. See, the way we put it together, it was kind of like
Yeah,
overseeing all the
an
events,
overview, but it's still a movie or movies.
you can't tell the details in a movie. In a
You
hundred,
can, and you can.
I don't know.
You could tell. Listen, you could tell it from an Armenian point of view. You could tell it from
but wouldn't it be better to tell it in
a Greek point of view? You could tell it from a Parthian point of view.
Of course.
And now you've
Yeah, but there's still so much details you cannot fit in 80 minutes or,
So you
90
make
minutes or whatever. That's what I'm saying. If you do a series from the beginning of how he ended up as we call it an exchange student, right?
an exchange
And then
hostage.
him coming back, like imagine doing a scene of him like learning the ways of the Parthians, right? Like
Well,
kind of
yeah,
the
yeah.
politics of it, and becoming a warrior himself and so forth. And so but besides that, I think the Vartan Mamikonyan was my third favorite, and then the Vahanats, because I don't think a lot of people know and understand
How important that time period was after the Vartanants
after
War.
after the Vartanants War.
Yes.
So that was
Because
very,
there's,
very
again,
important.
just a reminder for anybody, there was the Vartanants War, which was in 451 AD.
Yeah.
And then there was the Vahanants War, which ranged, I believe, if my memory serves me right, from the late 470s to the mid 480s.
Yeah.
And that's what said
Yeah.
to the Persians.
I have a question to our audience and you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Vartanants War, Vartan Mamikonyan, historically, I believe was the first war and my daughter mentioned this to me, that was for
Christianity?
not Christianity, but to practice your religion, freedom of religion.
Like overall in world history.
Yeah. Because before that,
Whoa. Let's get your daughter on the show.
yeah, she mentioned that to me today. And I was like, huh, that is really interesting because I never thought of it like that. Because if you look at history, look at Roman history, look
Well,
at
no,
Greek history,
no, no
known
history.
history.
Known history.
And guys, if you can chime in here, do you think, was there another time in history before that that there was ever
Well,
war for the freedom to practice your religion
well, if
from another country, from another empire?
based on history, what do we know about the major religions? Right. Christianity came in 301 AD,
Hmm.
and it's spread around that part of the world.
Yeah.
And then Catholicism was somewhere in the 6th or 7th century. Islam was in the 7th century. These are the three major factions, if you will.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, yeah, that might be pretty close to being on point,
Now there've
actually.
been religious wars,
The Holy Wars, yeah, which was in the
but
10th, 11th, 12th
yeah,
century, yes.
but never where it was
were to protect the practice.
because they were being ruled
Yes.
by,
Yeah.
somebody else basically. So,
Paganism.
paganism?
Yeah, well, it was Karakabash. Fire
Well,
worshippers.
yeah, but they didn't go to war to.
Well, they were trying to, I mean, Zoroastrianism.
Okay, but they didn't like actually go to war like with an army against another nation that was controlling
Well,
them.
I mean, well, I'm talking about the Vartanants War.
Oh,
Vartanants
yeah.
War.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought
That's
that you were
what
talking about prior to.
No,
that.
no, no. I'm talking
Okay.
about prior to that. That's a really good point, actually.
Yeah.
Like I can't even begin to answer that question because it's like, was there anything? Most of the known world at the time, let's call it the known world,
Yeah.
in our known history, dating back to God, I don't know what. It was never really about religion or whose God to believe in or believe in our God. No, believe in our God. We're gonna kill you. No,
Yeah.
it was about resources. It was about
Territorial control.
Yeah. Right? These types of things.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily about our God is better than your God.
Read that comment from Anna. I can't see.
312 AD, the first war of the cross was fought to protect Christianity in Armenia under Tartad III. Aggressor was Roman Emperor Maximus Daza. Don't know any earlier for freedom of religion as a whole. Okay.
But does that count? Because we weren't. Tartad was already. Armenia was already independent at that time.
They were independent, but they were also somewhat adhering to Roman rule. This is the same time period when Constantine was.
Yeah, but Tartad was already Converted. He was already. Armenia was independent, even though there was, a brotherhood with Rome.
Yes.
Because of Constantine.
Yeah, and
Tartad, because Tartad was placed there by Constantine.
Yeah, well, not necessarily placed there. Constantine, according to the story, which personally I don't believe, but that's a whole different story in and of itself. Had a vision from God, and
as they all do,
he then proclaimed Christianity to be kind of to not be persecuted and allowed Armenia to declare it as their state religion. This is how it played out.
Okay.
I mean, we've talked about it with Vahan. I don't buy into that narrative personally because I think Constantine was a narcissistic POS.
Yeah. They all were.
Well, they all were. Yeah, of course. If you're going to run an empire, you have to be narcissistic. But at the same time, I think I'm not going to get into what I personally think.
What did she say?
Daza was a fierce Christian hater. He invaded sovereign Armenia. He recorded Eusebius of Caesarea. Interesting. Thank you, Anna. Well, God, we'll look into that, huh?
Yeah.
But I don't.
But again, I don't think at that time. Well, maybe it is. Again, I don't know, but
I still. I mean, again, personally, we've talked about this even off
yeah,
camera and whatnot. I don't buy into the Constantine narrative. I really
I
don't.
don't. The way it's told 301 AD, I don't buy into it because I think it took a lot longer.
Well, like, look, it's a kickoff date.
Yeah,
There has to be a date. It's just like 1915. 1915 wasn't just one day.
of course.
You
Of
know what I
course,
mean?
yeah,
This was a lead up. This was like
yeah,
30, 40-year build up to 1915.
yeah,
1915, April 24th
yeah,
is the commemoration date. It's the same thing with 301 AD.
yeah.
These things built up over centuries. And we happen to be people at the time that accepted this new practice, this new belief.
Well, the king accepted it, and
Well,
then
no, the people were already taking this in. Then it became official.
I mean, we've had this conversation with
the mainstream media news finally decided to accept it in 301 AD.
yeah, yeah. You can put it like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Um. All right, people, feel free to join us. Say something. Don't be
Okay.
shy.
More picking brains. Let's see.
Well, I want to talk about our first episode.
Let's talk about our progression.
Progression.
Yeah, like
Okay.
from how nervous were you the first episode and then moving forward?
Okay. So, quick story. And I think we've mentioned this on the Wise Nuts. Originally,
Nobody watches the Wise Nuts.
yeah, nobody watches the Wise Nuts. Guys, please go support them. They need audience. Look at us. um, uh, so, originally the idea was that Vahan was going to join us every episode, and we were going to cover different topics,
Busy
right?
guy, man.
He is, but that was the original idea, and he was on board. But then something happened in his career right after the first episode where he got extremely busy. He had to be in different locations putting out fires, and we're like, oh,
He's involved with a lot of.
yeah, especially with the Indian tribes.
Yeah, if anyone's ever listened to any of the episodes that we've had Vaughn on.
So here's the thing. We uploaded the first episode and we had, I think, over 1,000 downloads within the first week. And we're like, oh, okay. We got to continue this.
This is a thing.
This is a thing. And then, all of a sudden Vahan can't be there. So I'm talking, he's like, I can't, I'm busy. I got to be here. I got to be that,
We were, both of us were a little like,
bummed and nervous. Like, okay, what do we do?
we
We
do?
just put up our first episode and then now we can't do our second one. So we're like, okay, what's our favorite topic?
we had no intention of actually just me and him
Yeah.
talking about history.
Yeah.
Zero.
No
That wasn't
intention.
the point.
Yeah.
When Vaughn was a part of it from episode 1, that was the whole point.
Yeah.
Was to keep going with him and discussing further detail about a lot of the different topics.
Yeah. He was going to be our guest co-host. That was the whole premise of the show.
And so episode 2, go ahead.
Yeah. So, and then, a week passes by. We're like, okay, well, we got to put up, we mentioned we're going to do an episode every week. We got to put up an episode. What do we do? So I said, what's one of our favorite topics that we always talk about and we try to learn more about? Urartu.
Yes.
So me and Mike start going and digging deep and trying to find information about Urartu. I mean, we went on, forget Wikipedia.
And this is before we met Gevorg.
Yeah, this is
All
before
right.
we met Gevorg.
This is but we didn't even know about Gevorg.
I mean, the amount of websites we scour through to find good information, and then to take that information and put it together on a show.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, so we have enough content I think the episode is like an hour and 15 or something like, a little bit over an hour. Plus dialogue between us talking about it and stuff like that. So we put this together and we're like, okay, let's record. First of all, we got drunk.
Very, very drunk. I'll admit it. Yeah,
I think I was holding back from slurring. That's how drunk we were. We finished a bottle of cognac.
Yeah,
we were so nervous.
Yeah, we did. We didn't. Even though in essence, we should have felt more comfortable because we didn't have a guest.
Yeah.
We didn't have anyone else. It was just you and I. It could have just been a normal conversation. Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, if anyone's aspiring to do any sort of podcasting or put any sort of information out, listen to how this happened because
Yeah.
it's important because it's like, I never intended on doing this. You never intended on doing this.
It all started from here.
Yeah, it just
This guy right
yeah, it all started from here, and then it just happened. Again, we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got smashed.
Yeah.
Man.
She got smashed.
We
and
got smashed, and it was outtake.
yeah.
We're spilling secrets here.
We were doing so many outtakes, and then we would pause the recording, go outside, take a break, come back. I think that hour 15 took us what 3 hours to record or something like that.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, because we'd be like, the funny thing, don't forget, we are loose at this time because the alcohol is flowing. And the thing is, every time if I said something and it just sounded weird, or you said it like the response to, something.
Yeah, it's like, no.
You can say it like
Stop.
this.
Say it like this.
Yeah.
Say it like
Yeah.
this. Say it like this.
So-
it was like a movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
And
movie.
then the editing of that. Wow. Mike didn't get to obviously see that, but I do all the
Yeah.
editing. And I don't think I've laughed so hard because of the outtakes and all
that
the
was wonderful.
bleeps.
It's gotten better.
Yeah.
The outtakes got better in the subsequent.
I can tell you
episodes.
this much. So if we did an hour and a half to 2 hour, well, usually the reads aren't that long, but let's say hour and a half, hour or 45 minutes, right? So that takes me about maybe an hour to edit because I still listen to it and there's some parts I chop it up and put it together and everything, right? That episode, and it's gotten better, and it's gotten a lot better because we don't make as many mistakes. We've gotten comfortable.
I just remembered what episode. You go ahead, finish and.
So anyways, it took me 3 hours to edit that episode. So if you guys want to go listen to episode 2, Urartu,
I mean,
picture.
you could tell the difference.
Yeah.
You could tell the difference between like let's say the first 2 or 3 episodes, 4 episodes. Up until Tigran was 5 and 6.
Yeah. We got
Tigran-
more comfortable.
Yeah, Tigran. I think after Tigran we got more comfortable, but the first 2, 3, 4 episodes. Yeah, I was a nervous. Oh, here we go. See, I'll tell you right now. I was a nervous wreck with Christina Moranci.
Really?
Yes, because I had actually listened to her talk prior to any of this. Years ago.
Yeah.
I think I stumbled upon like one of her talks about like medieval Armenian architecture and whatnot.
Yeah.
And when you said you booked her, I was like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, holy cow. Like,
That was, by the way, that was another one I was surprised that she said yes. I was really surprised.
why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she?
You know what? Listen, bro. At the end of the day, this is beginning of the.
With all the talk she's done, why wouldn't she
Okay.
keep
So
spreading the gospel? Let's call it that.
listen, right now, when you reach out to somebody 50 episodes in, it's a little bit different thing because then they go look you up on YouTube, on the podcast. They're like, holy crap, these guys.
trying to book a DJ at a club.
No, but it's still, they want to see if you're legit. Is this something serious or is it just some, whatever show? In the beginning, she was episode 4.
Yeah.
So
And that's why I was like, oh my God, like we have Christina Moranci.
I also want to thank Maggie from the Arat Eskijan Museum. She has helped us a lot with a lot of the guests, and we have more guests coming up because of her. She makes those amazing connections. She's almost like our agent. She just like she'll send me an email. And he's like,
she's our
Nick,
silent agent.
there's this person I know. She's blah blah, blah or he, and but you gotta have her on the show. Okay, cool. Let's connect.
Anybody who has not been to the Eskijan Museum at Ararat home, make it a thing to go. It's a small place that has a billion things for you to observe. Go.
Yeah.
Seriously, go. We have an Armenian museum in LA. Go look at it.
Yeah,
Go.
there's some
observe
amazing
it.
artifacts there.
Unbelievable things in this place.
And we
Please.
posted some pictures on Instagram when we were there. And after we did the live with
had
Haraj,
we did live with Haraj there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like if you have not gone, go.
Yeah.
Go-
Go
It's
see it,
free.
guys. It's free. Just go during the day. Take your kids. You will
Yeah.
see some
Make
amazing.
it make it
It's a
like a
small
Saturday,
place.
Sunday family day.
Yeah,
Go.
it's a small place, but you will see things that you will blow your mind. That go. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
if you're a fan of Tigran the Great or his story, go
If
see his actual
if
coins are there.
if she's having a good day, she might let you see it.
Yeah. Well, not see it, touch it. It's there.
Maybe
It's on the
fine.
thing.
Maybe
Yeah,
touch
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you were talking about the
Christina Moranci.
Christina Moranci, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love your episode.
I would love an episode on
It's
Comitas.
coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. So to I want to mention this to everybody. Okay, so here's the thing: the way we're doing this, and the information that's coming to us, like I said, we're going chronological order
Yeah.
because the way we see it is when if we ever stop doing this, which there's going to come a day which we will, because
Yeah.
you know,
It's inevitable.
yeah, when somebody young, um, you know, a teenager wants to learn about Armenian history and goes and search for a podcast and finds us, as they're listening to the episode, as most of you who have discovered us and went to episode 1 and try to catch up, we want them to be able to be like, okay, I went from the Armenian Highlands and then we went to Urartu and then we went so forth. Now we have jump time,
Yeah, we have.
on some episodes, but we
Yeah.
figured out that that's not the best thing to do. Having said that, there are going to be some episodes coming up that will jump into the future and then go back. And the reason is because, like I said, there is an episode we're going to be doing on Komitas. There's an episode that we will be doing on Nejde, a very special episode. We have
Yes.
some
I'm very
incredible
excited about that.
information that was handed to us, and we are putting this together. And we want to record it the right way. We want to read it the right way.
'Cause he's
We want
such
to
an
discuss it the
important
right way.
character.
So we're still working on that.
Yeah.
It takes time, and again, as you know, we all have lives. We have things to do. So this takes time. But again, the idea is to just
Just like we
eventually,
did for Andronik.
yeah, we jumped into the future and then went back, and then we'll do the same thing back and forth. But that's the idea, is for it to be in chronological order as much as
Yeah.
possible. And there are some, once we get into the like 19th century, there are so many people,
There's that, and there's more
artists,
information. There's
just
more
that.
information.
But it's not just like warriors or people like Nejde. There's artists, there's musicians, there's authors, writers that we are going to be covering. So much
too
information.
many different genres of individuals that have contributed into our history.
Yeah,
And we want to cover them.
and then
Even obscure individuals.
and then that also opens up for more guests who have specialized in these amazing people or events that took place in the 19th century, who can, shed more light onto it. So there you go. Okay, so Harach, we want to bring him on. Harach, are you ready?
It's almost
Not if you're ready. I can see you. Okay. All right, guys. We're going to bring Harach Kozibeokyan, who has been a guest on our show twice. We've
And
covered
an amazing friend.
Yeah, he's a great friend to us and to the show. And we have done 2 episodes about the amazing rugs, historical rugs, and the collections that he has. And the second one was from the Skijan Center, which if you guys haven't watched it, go back and watch it. But stick around, because after that, we're going to do giveaways. This is going to be fun. Okay.
Yeah, guys, please email us. You guys want to jump on, have a conversation with us.
Yeah. If you're brave enough, you want to be on
if you're
camera.
Like, it's not a matter
Anna,
of being brave.
Anna,
just-
I'm looking at you. Anna.
Edgar. Why is
Edgar.
that, boys?
Yeah.
Come on.
They're all shy all of a
No,
sudden.
man. It's like they're on camera and like
Yeah.
now all of a sudden they
So
don't want to be.
here's the email again: pod@merhersoner.com. Send us an email and we'll send you a link to join us if you're brave enough. So, all right. So I'm going to bring Harach on right now. There we go. Let's bring him on next to us.
He is.
Harach, can you hear us?
Good to see you, Mike. Good to see you.
Hi, Raj.
Hi,
Welcome
hi.
back.
Good to see you guys. Thank
Good to
you.
see you, buddy.
Thank you.
No, thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, man.
Where
Yeah,
are
you
you?
guys
That's a
are
different
doing a great
background.
job, and I'm enjoying the background, all these statues behind you, and I'm looking forward to the new one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Wait, have you told him?
No, I haven't told them.
Oh,
What did
okay.
I tell you?
Hey, you might
You
have. I
told
think
me, but I'm not going to announce it.
Okay, all right,
Not
okay.
my
I did
place
tell you.
to announce
I
it.
forgot.
So,
it's
yeah,
like,
you told
did you
me, and
tell
I'm
him?
looking
Yeah,
Okay,
forward.
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder,
That
I already told you that reserved me several of them.
yes, that one.
Uh,
That's right. I'm sorry. My memory is bad
yeah,
now. I'm getting old,
there's
and
that much more left, but until he's done.
yeah, I think
Okay,
That much more.
our
okay.
next episode will announce
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. I
keeping
think
an eye
after
on the
Thanksgiving.
website. As soon as it appears there, I'm in.
Yeah.
I will send you a text message once it's up. You can order him, pre-order him. I should say.
Thank you. Thank
I would
you.
reckon what after Thanksgiving should be ready.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be off next week, and then when we come back on the next episode, we'll probably announce it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. I don't know if it's going to be live or pre-recorded. We have some guests. We're still waiting on confirming. If they do, then we'll do live announce it.
Yeah.
If not, that. But Harach, where are you? Different background.
Well, no, it's not different. Actually, never been up here. This is my men's cave. This is my second floor.
You
This is
have a
where I do
men's
all my research work.
Cave?
Huh?
You have a man cave?
Yeah, the second floor.
He never
Yeah,
took
You
us
know, I
there.
have a second floor.
Yeah, I know you have a second floor, but we never went upstairs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good
Oh,
point.
okay. Next time you
Okay,
come,
next time.
I'll invite you up here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is where I want to isolate from downstairs. I want to do some research, some work. This is the place I'm at.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I know you were in Armenia for pretty decent time, right? I mean, you were there what for about
6 weeks.
6
Yeah,
weeks?
I was about to say almost
yeah,
2 months.
yeah, yeah. And I know off air we had a conversation last week, and I wanted to have you on to share your experience. If you don't mind talking about it,
Talk about it.
the
Sure,
good
why
and the
not?
bad, I want to hear
It
all
was
of it.
amazing. It
Yeah.
was an amazing trip, I tell
It
you.
looked amazing.
People didn't believe that it was my first trip there.
Wait,
And,
what?
Yeah.
Are you kidding, Haraj?
No, I'm not. I'm serious. It was my first trip. And there was a
Okay.
reason for it. I'll tell you one day about that. But anyway, it was, I cannot put it in words, the feeling I had. Let me tell you, the first day I arrived there, the plane landed about 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's just usually the case.
Yeah, and I have a friend here who is in the motion picture industry. He wanted to document my trip. For years, he wanted to. He was telling me he was going to go with me to Armenia to document all my trip there. Anyway, one day before he did some interview here, and for my arrival, he arranged a film crew to be there to document my arrival and my visits there. Anyway, 4 a.m. the plane lands. By the time I got out, 4:35, I come out of the gate, this film crew all over me. It was a surprise somewhat. I wasn't expecting it. And they asked me,
Wait a minute. Let's go back.
So they flew out
Hold
there.
on. Zurna, the whole all that stuff happened or no?
no, just a film crew. No.
Just wanna make
I
sure.
don't like all that with of bell and whistle and no, I don't like that. I wanted to stay low profile.
No har sineman berumen.
I really wanted to stay low profile. But anyways, when I got there, they were going to take me somewhere to have an early breakfast. I said, no, let's go to Yeraplur first.
Oof.
So
Wait, what time did you get there?
Yeraplur at
Chorsin.
5 a.m.
Yeah, at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
It's usually the case with the Armenia landings. It's always like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah. So I spent an hour there to give my respect, and I really wanted to wait there until the sun rises, but for some reason, my luck, the sun never rose because
The
it
weather.
was a cloudy day.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was one of my first visit, and during the entire time, I didn't want to announce me being there for many reasons. I didn't want people to call me and invite me places to talk. I wanted to see the country.
Yeah.
But next day, Stepan Partamian knew I was there. He came to see me at Silk Road Hotel. It's another beautiful hotel. We call it. It's called Silk Road.
Yeah.
It's a like a folk art museum, and its small boutique hotel belongs to one of the Armenian Rock Society members.
Mm-hmm.
And I stayed there for 2 weeks. So the second day, Stepan arrives and makes a photo shoot, just me and him for a memory, he says. And the next day, I see the picture all over the social media.
Of course.
And people started calling and invitations and all that. Uh, I had several events. One of them was in the Armenian, the National University of Armenia in Yerevan, the art history department for Levon Chukasuzyan's students in
Mm-hmm.
art history. The place can accommodate for about 60 people or so. Over
Okay.
100 people showed up. It was a very nice, very productive
That's a great show.
and
That's a great
informative
turnout.
event. They were surprised. They didn't know much about Cilicia and Western Armenian carpets. Most of them they knew were about the Eastern Armenia. So I covered Western Armenia,
Mm-hmm.
orphans' drugs, and all that. The other event was organized by Karahunj Armenological Studies Group
Yeah.
at the archaeological uh, at the archaeological institute, actually, which was amazing, amazing turnout. Uh, Nina, uh, what was her last name? Nina Haruni, Haruni's daughter, organized it. That was an amazing one. Uh, it was supposed to be a 45-minute event. It went on and on for a couple of hours. Questions and
Sounds
answers,
familiar.
all that. And I tell you, the highlights was my visits to the museum. I tell you, man, if anybody is a history buff, he wants to know about Armenian history, first thing you do, go to the Medzamor Museum.
Yeah.
Medzamor Museum is, you had a guest, Arsen from the Vishabakars,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Driving Stones.
Yep.
Arsen, unfortunately, that day he wasn't there, but his assistant, uh, who was here also on their trip to LA, he was there. I met him. But if you really want to know how did this civilization started, where we call cradle of civilization, Armenian highland, that's the place to be. It's amazing. I promise you. I'm planning to go on in this next year's spring again. I'm going to talk to you the details if we can do a possible podcast, me being live from that museum.
Oh, that would be amazing.
If
Wait,
it's
wait, wait, wait. No,
possible,
no,
I
no,
want
no.
to show you
Haraj,
the things.
Haraj, you should talk us into going to Armenia.
Well,
Well, if I've spoken to him about this. If all goes well, we as a family will be there probably late June.
Okay.
But you know,
Sounds like a
if its
sounds
timing
like
works out,
a summer fun time.
yeah, we can definitely do
Huh.
something from there. I'll definitely
Dick,
bring all the equipment.
please, with your those compact equipments, you can do it, man.
Yeah. Well,
You're
no,
you're a,
we
you're
can
a
do. It's
tech
just we got to
you're
make sure we're all there at the same time. But again, we have some time to work.
Para cum nestém, cara.
You never know. You never know.
There
Live
are
cameras and
several
everything.
options. You can do many things. I can arrange uh, a podcast from every single museum for you guys.
That would be a
Oh,
dream. Can you imagine?
God, are
It's
you
like doing a
The History
podcast tour in Armenia.
Museum. The History
God.
Museum, you
Yeah.
can do a podcast. The Folk Art Museum, the Sartarabat Museum,
That
the
would be
Metzamor
amazing,
Museum,
man.
Erebuni. Erebuni is an amazing place.
Yeah. Talk about Erebuni. I know
Yeah.
we
I've been there. I've been to the ruins.
we had a little discussion about that. And do you mind talking about that? Your
Go ahead.
experience there?
Yeah.
About what?
Erebuni.
Erebuni and what you witnessed and
Oh,
how the locals
well,
treat it.
I tell you, my first impression was sad because the fresco, you have to, if you want to see the ruins, you have to climb up on top of the hill. The museum is down below. I go up. It was a sad scene. People did graffitis, and then I discovered that the graffitis and all that was actually done on a plaster that was hiding the real
ruin.
ruins behind it, the real fresco of Erebuni. But nevertheless, people should not take for granted those historical monuments that we have. Unfortunately, they do. People in Armenia, they were born and raised there, and they just take it for granted. For
Yeah,
us,
they do.
it's completely different value than it's for them. Okay,
It's the same thing. Haraj, it's the same thing as when you go to any ancient or historical city in Europe. They all take it for granted. We
yeah,
look at it as a marvel. We look
yeah,
at it as like this beautiful thing. They don't really care too much about it.
yeah. Well, the museums were really the highlights,
Mhm.
and also some people that I met. Uh, there is a. I want to tell you about Armen Khachoyan. Armen, um him and his lovely wife, they both are veterinarians.
Mhm.
And in 1992, they went all the way north, all the way on almost border between between Turkey and Georgia, all the way on the tip of the Armenian, modern day Armenians map, all the way on the tip. We walked to the border. I mean, that close.
That's isn't that what is that called, the city of Alaverdi? Close?
Oh, no, this is in Chirac, Mars.
Oh, okay.
It's not a city. I tell you, there is a little tiny village called Darik.
Okay.
And this entire this village is only them, only one family. This guy,
Really?
since 1992, he's been all over Armenia, collecting pure breed Gumper dogs.
Oh wow.
And he had, I don't know.
Hold on. I'm sorry. When you say pure breed, are these the golden ones?
Well, there are many different varieties of Gumper dogs. I've learned from him. There are gold ones, there is a white, there is black, there are mixed earth tones, there are browns, all kinds of them.
But I've heard that the purest
so
one is
much
the gold
from it.
one.
Huh?
Is that? I've heard that the purest one is the gold one. Is that true? Do you know that he?
No, the pure one. The according to him, the original one was grayish, salt and pepper, grayish beige, earth
Okay.
tone, wolf color,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, yeah.
He collects them and he breeds them and he sends them all over the world, not for not to make a business out of it, not for profit. He wants to conserve that breed. Okay, as a result, we have a club here in US. We have a club in Canada who are only breeding gumpedos. The second thing he's doing, he's raising Van cats, those beautiful Van cats. He also, in his territory, he has wild horses. Some of them he captures and he tames them. Just
wow.
So he has like a big ranch or like a big property.
Huge ranch.
Really?
The closest main village was Amasya. We were like 50 kilometers north of Amasya.
Yeah.
There's nobody there. So that was another highlight. I met Gevorg Nazarian came, and
that's awesome.
Let me announce that Gevorg Nazarian got married.
Whoa! Gevorg Nazarian got married. What? And he didn't tell us anything.
No, he's been keeping it secret, I guess. I don't know. So
you gotta be kidding me.
Okay, I had to step away for a second, but what?
Yeah, we met. I wanted to see him as soon as I could. I missed him.
Okay,
so
that's
he came with his lovely wife, an artist. His wife's name is Ophelia. And
I'm gonna give him so much crap tomorrow. He has no idea. I have no idea.
I'm gonna go home and message him.
Look what his wife is doing. You see this?
Yeah.
It's the
Cilicia. Yeah, it's a Cilicia, the shield. Yeah.
The shield. This is the work of his wife. Also, here you see what does it say? In Armenian, it reads Zim Giligia.
Zim Giligia, yeah.
My Cilicia. So this is a gift from his wife. So they're waiting for his wife's interview. As soon as his wife gets the visa, they're coming over.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome.
So do we wait to give him?
You know, it's funny. Every time I say, every time I've spoken to him and I say, when are you coming? When are you? He keeps saying, oh, when the time is right. Because I really want us to, we've talked about possibly doing like a TED Talk with him here. And you know, he always says, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. So now we know why he was delaying it.
Yeah. You know? Well, he's basically he's done his dissertation. He got his PhD long time ago, but he's waiting for his wife's visa. So
that guy doesn't
for announcing it without your permission.
Harach, you know better than me and Vic do. That guy doesn't need any titles. He's just a genius.
You're right.
He's just a genius. Right. He doesn't need any paperwork hanging from his walls.
Yeah.
No.
Gevorg is an Armenian gem.
Yeah. You know, Caroline just in the chat. Caroline just said,
humble, man. He is so humble.
Speaking of the ranch, I think Caroline just said we just adopted Vaughn, not from them, a rescue from Seattle, but because of Shorik Shahinian showed us a video of their exact ranch. So that motivated her to adopt a dog. See, like it all comes around. It helps, you know? Yeah.
Shorik is listening, by the way.
No, this is Carolyn Talar, who I guess
Oh,
saw the video of Shorik
I see.
and
Yeah,
motivated her to adopt a dog named
yeah.
Vaughn, which is awesome of them to do. So, uh, oh, Vaughns
Vons are
are
cats.
cats. Okay, or a cat. Sure,
You
works.
know, talking
Uh,
about, let's talk about the Dumper dogs. It was a fascinating breed. I learned so much about them.
can I
When,
say something before you continue? One
yeah,
thing. Okay, today, a good friend of mine who I work with in my industry, he has a golden gumper, and
okay.
the dog's name is Voski.
Oh,
This dog is
how
a
fitting.
year and a half, and I mean the most beautiful, huge, big dog, beautiful dog. It's a female, and my God, like you just want to pet her. You just want to pet her. I mean, they're very protective,
Yeah,
obviously,
of course.
but
They-
beautiful dogs. I mean, next to I want to say a Labrador, that would be my favorite dog.
I tell you, there are five different characteristics of Gumper dogs.
Uh-huh.
And you would think that they're totally different breed. Once the litter is born, when they are growing,
Uh-huh.
each one have their own unique characters that is either territory keepers. There are gumpers that they don't go away from your house. There are gumper dogs that are only sheep herders. They just
Yeah.
shepherds.
Yeah.
But the
Mm-hmm.
shepherd dog does not chase the wolf. Wolf chasers are different. The one who really attacks the wolf is another one.
Huh.
So it's a different type of
So
breed,
yeah,
or
we went.
sort of.
This Armin Hersoner has thousands of sheep. We went and observed how these dogs work in team. There is one that alerts, the one that alerts that there is a wolf coming nearby. So the sheep herder gumpers, they start bringing as soon as the one that rings the alarm, let's say, okay, that there is a wolf around.
Yeah.
The herders, they start bringing all the sheep together. The
Okay.
chasers of the wolf, they start running. They trap the wolves, and the final one that comes and attacks and kills the wolf is
A
is
different breed,
is a
basically.
So
different.
so they're
But
so
they
they're
all are
organized.
Yeah, it's
jumpers.
an organized
So
ring.
it's like an organized ring. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the spotter.
Yeah. There's
There's the
the
ones who trap them,
yeah,
and then
and then
there's the
the
assassinator.
assassin.
Yeah, the
And
Yeah.
the
assassin.
defenders
Yeah.
and the defenders. It's amazing. I witnessed all
Wow.
this, man. It was amazing.
Wow.
Uh,
Now,
the night,
if you want to adopt one of those dogs, can you from him?
well,
As
if
in,
you
is it
you
legal in the
see,
U.S.?
It
yeah,
is. Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
Yeah.
adopt one, there is a society here,
Hmm.
Armenian Gumper Association, something like that. When you
Yeah,
adopt
I'm
them
looking
as
it up
they
right
are
now.
legal, they adapt to your lifestyle.
Okay.
If you have kids, they
It's a
become the
it's a great
protector.
selling point.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that? If you have kids?
If you have kids and this puppy grows with your kids,
Hmm.
nobody can approach your kids, believe me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They
Big
become bonded.
big
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah. Oh, I know they're big
Big
dogs. I
yeah,
mean, I'm telling
big
you, I
dog.
was
Yeah,
with
I
one
know.
today,
Big dogs.
and I mean, this dog has seen me multiple times, and everybody who works there, and this dog is at that office shop, whatever you want to call it, and obviously, the first time he saw me, he growled at me until the owner said, "Hey, he's cool, just pet him and stuff." Like
Yeah.
he was there. Then after he knows who I am now, right? But I mean, I was
Man,
sitting there
they have
today,
an
and
amazing
anybody
memory.
who passed by that this dog she didn't know, it's like you try to get close, she will tear you
Yeah.
apart. Like
And Vic, did you know that uh, this breed is so old. It's in our mythology.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's one thing that
You
I've known
know,
about Gumpers.
they used to call them the Harales gods. Harales.
I didn't know that.
Harales. Well, you know the story of Arakeretzik.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah.
When Arakeretzik was wounded and killed, they put his corpse on the roof so the Harales gods can come down and lick his wounds and revive him. You know, those Harales gods are the Gumper dogs. They even have them in our um, petroglyphs.
Do they really?
Yeah, the Gumper dogs go as old as our civilization, the beginning of our civilization. It's another one of those animals that Armenians domesticated it.
Okay. So Harach, this is a little off topic,
Yeah.
and I have to mention this. And this is something that Vic and I were talking about. Arno just mentioned it in a chat. I'm gonna talk about this. Okay.
And I replied to it.
yeah. Harach. Okay, so one might call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever they want to call me. Okay. I do a lot of research with other types of history, with world history and things that tie into the modern day and whatnot, yada yada yada, right? Um, and there's a lot of bloodlines, there's a lot of lineages that have continued on into the modern day with other types of kingdoms and whatnot. One thing that had escaped me personally, and I mentioned it to Vic, and Vic was like, even Vic agreed that this was something that I can't believe neither one of us have even thought of. Is there, to your knowledge, and we're gonna ask Gevorg, we're gonna ask Vahan, we're gonna ask anyone that has any sort of information about this. Are there any Armenian bloodlines, Armenian royal lineages that still exist today?
Funny you say that.
Based on your knowledge.
Well, I'm sure there are.
Yes, but is there anything that let's say is prominently spoken about or
That they actually know themselves.
yeah, but they sure that they're aware of themselves and
Yes, there are. Unfortunately, I know of Zakarian family.
okay.
Zakarian family. You know, we talked about uh, there is an iconography in Armenian carpets. Those men with long arms.
Okay.
You remember
Yes.
those long
Yes.
arms
Yes.
men?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
they up until late 19th century, early 20th century, those families, those dynasties, the lineage uh, continued, and they used to call them Yergarapazuk. Those were the princes.
Really?
Yes, they
And
called them Yergarapazuk, which means the long arm. In
yeah.
other words, the long arm of the justice. And those people were actually the rulers of every district in historic Armenia. You know, we didn't have for many years. Armenia was ruled by princes, and those lineage continued, and they were great um fighters. And in early 20th century, late 19th century, the Soviets, they recruited all these people, and most of them, majority of them, actually are their names have been changed. They're in Russia.
Okay. Okay. So is there anything that dates back, let's say, further than that? Let's assume somewhere in the range of I don't know, let's say 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th century. Like, is there a
You know who
bloodline
would
or a
know that?
lineage
I tell you, you had a guest.
besides this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had a guest. Um, ah, what's his name? David from Ukraine. Big
Oh
Oh,
no, you're talking about Tigran.
Tigran, yeah,
Dikran,
your friend.
Dikran.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should ask Dikran. Dikran keeps track of those people.
yeah, yeah.
Dikran knows that.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does. He has a whole thing. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. That's we're gonna have him back on, and
Oh,
that's
please. I
another
like
thing.
that
Yeah,
Really?
guy.
he keeps a whole track of all that stuff.
You
It's
gotta be
amazing.
kidding
Yeah,
me.
he's
Yeah.
he's
Mike, you should
I,
ask Dikran that question
yeah.
and tap into that. Dikran knows a lot. For example, he was mentioning the term Cossack. Cossacks.
I've heard about this before.
Well, Cossack, actually, he tells you the whole story. The first Cossack that came to Ukraine, their statue's still there. Okay, 17th century, I believe, 16th century, and the name or the term Cossack is Armenian chizach, which means strong man.
He mentioned some of that.
Wait, Kozak or Kazakh?
Kazakh,
Is it
it's the same
Kazakh?
thing. People call them Cossack or Kazakh.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
those were Armenians. And they were Armenian mercenaries, actually. So
Wait, where,
but again.
But wait a minute. Harach, weren't the Kazakhs Turkic people?
No, you see,
The Kazakhs. I don't know if this is the same.
Kazakhstan.
No, not the Kazakhstan, but
I think you're confusing it.
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
I think the pronunciation is different.
Okay.
Pronunciation is different. There are the Cossacks or the
it's not Kazakhs, it's Cossacks, I believe.
Those are the Chizach.
Yeah.
Okay.
We pronounce it Chizach, but in Latin or any other language, they don't have that sound. So the Ch becomes K.
Yeah. No. I understand.
But Kazakhstan is totally different.
Of course. Yeah. Of course they're different.
Yeah. If I can mention, going back to actually Anna said Cossacks. That's how it's
Cossacks,
spelled.
okay.
Cossa.
So
Yes, Cossacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back to
even the spelling is phonetic. You know.
Yeah.
It's spelled differently.
Yeah. Anna said, I adopted my girl Shushi from Muddy Acres Gompers in Alabama. Ron is a fantastic breeder, part of the Armenian Gomper Club of the American AG.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Wow. Anna, that's so cool of you. And named her Shushi. Oh, love it. I love it.
While I was in Tariq, at night, shepherds come and report what's happened during the day, right? To our men. They said there is one ship missing. They had to count every day if there are any ship missing, right?
Yeah.
He said there is one ship missing. Armen said, how many dogs are missing? He said 3 dogs are missing and 1 ship is missing. Yeah. Armen said, don't worry, go sleep. We'll find out in the morning. Sure enough, next morning.
That's so cool.
Next morning, Armen, with his binoculars at the sunrise, he's checking the fields. He sees a movement in the grasses. He wasn't sure if they were wolves or dogs. He jumps on his quad, he rushes there. Sure enough, one of the sheep broke the leg or hurt his leg or something, stayed behind, couldn't go with the herd. So he laid down, and 3 of the Gumper dogs stayed with her until next morning. So the wolves doesn't attack her.
That's amazing. Wow. That's amazing. I want to thank everybody who's joining us live. Guys, don't be shy. jump in the conversation, ask us any questions. This is if you're joining us expecting some crazy historical, it's not. We're just reflecting
tonight,
on
not
tonight. We are reflecting on some of our historical episodes.
We spent 49 episodes.
Yeah.
We
needed a break. We're just
You guys,
tonight.
are we expecting Gevorg tonight?
No, Gevorg.
That would be awesome. Wait, he just got married, Hadach.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
No,
I don't think
he's been married for a couple of months or so now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's a couple of months. It's still early. He's
last
still in his
week,
honeymoon
We
phase.
were supposed to get together. The last week before I come, we were supposed to have dinner. They invited me to their house, and then
Did we just lose?
caught the cold. They couldn't come out, so I didn't.
Did you see him? Did you see him quite often in Yerevan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was all over. I mean, he's still active. He's still working.
I can't wait to meet that guy in person, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He's coming. Hold on.
I can't wait.
He's coming.
I really can't wait to meet Gevorg in
I
person.
also, it was really nice. I had a dinner with Arababian.
Yes.
They're doing amazing work, by the way. I'm not going into politics, but
yeah.
I noticed that the real organization that Arababian is also part of, their advisor in the advisory board, the Askaim Peber, they're doing amazing work. Arababian and we had a dinner, and I met quite a few.
He's local. Arababian is based out of Yerevan now, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything about what.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is. He was when he was here, he was visiting.
I don't have the answer to that, so ask
he travels a lot. He does.
Yeah, I know he travels a lot, but like when he was here, we happened to have him as a guest when he was in LA.
No, he's not from here.
I know he's not from here.
He's based out of Yerevan. Appear tonight?
No. I didn't reach out to honestly.
Okay.
Anyone. I didn't. Here's the thing with Gevorg. It's barely 9 a.m. over there.
Yeah, the time. Right?
Yeah, and I know he works. For him it's Friday morning, so I didn't want to bother him.
A couple of days ago, Hawk, the photographer.
Yeah, did you talk to him?
Oh yeah.
Good.
We connected, man, immediately. We connected, and he is coming back in February, and he promised me he's going to photograph all my collection, all the carpets.
Okay. So
you want to show?
So I made an amazing purchase. By the way, that was one of my honorable mentions. Was the last episode with Haraj. That was for me. Being a 3D artist and understanding lighting and all this type of stuff. I mean, he's a photographer. I'm not a photographer, but I'd like to get into it. I made an amazing purchase.
Here, let me do this.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Bring it up close to the camera.
I have that book.
Yeah. I bought this after we spoke to him. Just hold on, I'm doing a really bad job of holding this up.
No, it's looking good.
It's a very hefty book.
Yes, it is.
So
very hefty book.
You got a copy, I got a copy. So here's what I want to mention. Thank you for bringing that up, Mike. What I want to mention is if anybody's interested in this book, it's first, it's a very heavy book, and nobody has taken pictures like Hawk has. It is the Treasures of Artsakh. If you guys are interested, connect with us. We'll put you through with Hawk, and you guys can purchase the book, and he'll ship them to you. And then I'm not going to give away the price, but that's something you want to talk to him about. But it is just
I mean, it's all of his photography and the production. The production in the book is absolutely stunning.
All the churches, it explains really everything.
And this isn't double rainbow.
Yeah.
This isn't like us plugging anything. It legit, I just bought this personally, and it's stunning. Just flipping through a few pages before I take this
Yeah.
home.
So again, if you're interested, contact us. We'll put you through with Hawk, and you guys can directly buy it from him. Harach, before we let you go, anything coming up you want to mention?
Yeah. Well, we are working on an exhibit. It's going to be held in Goris, actually, and in History Museum of Yerevan. We're going to be highlighting Goris and Khanzoresk. Those are the border towns that were being attacked. And we are in Armenia, this is going to be, of course, next year.
Yeah.
The carpets and the folk arts, applied arts of Goris, Khanzoresk, and Syunik region. So we're working on that. The second project is me and Hawk. We're going to join together to produce the catalog.
Awesome.
That is
Yeah.
perfect.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
So this
we
is
knew
coming
you.
up
We
next
knew you
year.
guys would get along. We knew you guys would get
Yeah.
like click.
I
right
mean,
away.
honestly, I got to say something
Yeah.
to you guys. When I went to pick up, or actually, I went to meet him first. This was the day before our show. And he just came out, and you just, I don't know what it was. We just connected. Like, it wasn't even like a handshake. It was just like brotherly hug. And it was just, it felt amazing. Like, he's such an amazing human being. And it just, you know, you don't just connect with anybody. And
yeah, no, the second
And
I
tell
walked
you,
in, yeah.
Vic,
yeah,
you know, when you were having a podcast with him, you talked about his vest.
mm-hmm.
His vest is always with him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
his
Always.
camera,
Always.
and we did a photo. He actually wanted this photo. He did another photo. Check this one out. He's got eyes, man. He put there was a carpet behind me. Look what he did.
Oh man.
Huh.
You know what's interesting is like they've connected us with so many people, right? Harach has connected us with so many people. For once, we returned a favor. For once, we connected you with somebody.
Well, I don't know about that. Well, sort of.
I mean, there was Maggie involved.
Maggie.
But still,
They're trying to take credit.
still.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. You did.
on.
You did.
Come on,
You
man.
did. I tell you, you guys are doing fabulous job. I've been following you, and I tell you, this platform is going to grow. And I tell you, next time we meet in person, let's start talking about taking this podcast from Armenia, from Armenian museums.
Yeah.
It's doable. It's possible.
I am all for it. If God willing,
know.
if everything works out, and if I am in Armenia, like I said, next year, sometime late June, and probably the entire summer, then it's something I would love to do, and hopefully you can join us, and Harach will be there as well. So yeah, it's like I said, we get a kick out of this because we love our history, we enjoy it, and you know, I don't care what anybody says, we did this because we wanted to learn.
It's too much fun, man.
Yeah, we wanted to learn, and
it's become fun. It's not a job.
And I'll tell you one thing, you know, one thing I enjoy so much now is that my kids, they'll ask me questions about Armenian history, and I'll be able to answer it in the knowledge that I've gained so far. And there's so much more that I need to learn as well. So, you know, someone recently asked me, what is the end goal to what you guys are doing? And
Interesting question.
And for me, for a second, I stood there and I said, well, you know, it's about for the next generation to be able to learn about our history because we dive deeper into it, so forth. Just the basic ideas, that visions that we have. But then I went home and I sat there and I started thinking about it, and I'm like, seriously, what is the end goal? Okay, I get it, but and then it just hit me. It is to tell our story. Forget the education of it. It's to tell our story. and hopefully
You know,
these stories that we're telling will be listened by not only Armenians, but non-Armenians. That's our goal. Our brothers and sisters from different cultures who are willing to take the
yeah,
chance to learn about us and learn about our ancient history and how far we go back and how much we've given to civilization
yes.
and how much we've suffered as a nation, as a people, by, you know,
The every all the trials and tribulations. Yeah.
tribulations, and we're still
Yeah.
here. We're one of the
Oh,
oldest
yeah.
cultures, and so that's what it's about. It's about telling our story, and hopefully one day our wealthy, successful Armenians around the world will wake up and realize that they need to invest into telling our stories, because that's how the world is finally going to get to know us and know about Armenians. So
Well,
Yeah.
I
It's
tell you, if I made just one more thing that really was fascinating to me, in Yerevan, I tell you, entire Armenia, district from district, they're like totally different culture, man.
yeah,
Yerevan
but that's
seems
always
to
been
be
the
a
case.
pretty different country. Not only Yerevan, even the Getron, the center, the the culture in the center, the Getron, is different than the surrounding areas. It's
Yeah, there's
amazing.
yeah,
yeah,
there I remember the last few times I went, I would I was walking around a lot, Harach. I wasn't taking any public transportation or whatnot. I wasn't too far from Gentron. So I'd walk. There was it almost felt like you'd cross the street
mm-hmm.
and the climate of the people changed
Yeah,
Yeah,
outside of central Yerevan, Gentron.
yeah.
Um, you'd walk across the street, literally felt like everything changed. And of course, the further you went out, if let's say we went to any of the Vonks or whatever we had to visit or whatever the case is, I mean, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Like what rural Armenia is compared to what uh, urban Armenia is, aka Yerevan, that's more or less it, is two different completely worlds. And everything in between, there's like steps.
I was born there, right?
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I'm not trying to explain it to you. I'm not trying to explain it to you.
Vic,
But
Vic, how old were you when you
9. I was
you
9.
were 9?
Yeah.
Well,
No, I
and
remember it
you
very
never
well.
been there since?
Nope. No, I haven't gone
Oh
back.
man,
Yeah, it's been
get ready
It's
for
about
some
time, buddy.
surprises,
34
man.
years.
Buddy.
34 years. Yeah, we'll
Surprises,
see.
and I tell you, it's the best investment you can do taking your kids over there.
Well, yeah,
You
that's
know,
the plan.
learning from books, from podcasts, from here and there is not the same as being there physically.
Well,
It's
Hiraj,
a completely
here's the thing.
different
My
feeling.
mom, my mom was she was a teacher there. She also her she proofread all the books before they were printed in Armenia. That's what she did. That was her job, and then she became a teacher. We have traveled all of Armenia as kids with her. We have been to all the treasures that you guys go see and everything. The problem is that my memory of all this stuff is slowly fading because I was a kid when we went to all these places. So the love of my country and my history has been instilled there by my mother, and I can't thank her enough, because I think that is what always made me feel like um I don't want to say, and I mentioned this, like, it doesn't feel like I'm home. Like, I feel like I'm here. I love this country and I am thankful for everything that it has given to
You
me,
are a
but
visitor coming
but
into
I always
this.
did. I never, from the day one we stepped foot in America, I never felt comfortable. I never felt like this is home. So, all the stories that you tell, I've been to these places, but as a child. So when I go back, I want to go as an adult, as a father, as a husband, and I want to share these things with my children for them to see it. And my kids now are learning about Armenian history through school, through watching and listening to this podcast. So, um, but again, hopefully soon it will happen.
By the way,
It
Um,
will.
when you're gonna go there, before you go, try to make a reservation with Yerebuni Museum. They have special programs and courses for kids.
yeah. Not just that,
How
my
to
kids, we want them to go there and join the scouts and be with the scouts, like actually hang out and be in the camps and
Yeah.
everything, but all in good time. All in
Yeah,
good
it's
time.
gonna
Yeah.
happen, man. It's gonna happen.
plan ahead. Plan ahead. There
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
amazing programs for kids over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every museum I was visiting, man, I would see kids from the classes, a whole bus full of kids would come and visit the museums, ask questions, and go through the entire thing. It
Yeah.
was amazing. It was amazing. The young
That's so
generation
cool.
there is very promising.
Well,
That's
we're
good.
we're glad
That's
you had a
so good
great
to know.
time for your
Yeah,
first time in Armenia, and
yeah.
God, I
we
can't
will
believe that.
we'll connect after the later on after the
Okay,
show and things.
Hara jepen khashutum.
listen, I tell you, would you prefer weekend or weekday?
Weekend,
Yeah,
we work
weekend. Jepen khashutum. Sarter engela mi kiç.
I got some today, and
Can we
it
talk
takes me
about this
3
off
days.
air?
Mike,
You had to ask.
I had to ask. Come on, man.
it
Let
takes
loose.
me
Haraj,
it takes me 3 days to cook.
I know.
Okay.
I know
House
it does.
is
I know it
different.
does.
All right,
So,
we'll talk about this off air.
how about
Okay.
next weekend?
Sure.
This
Well,
weekend I'm busy.
Okay. Sure.
okay.
Let's
You
talk
got
about
it.
it.
You got it.
All right, Haraj. Well, thank you again for joining us tonight. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Thank you, Arachan.
It's
We
always a
appreciate
pleasure.
everything. Yeah, likewise.
Always a pleasure.
We'll talk to you in the next couple, and we'll talk about that Hush schedule. We'll figure it out. We might have more guests join us, so be
And
ready.
your guests are my guests.
Perfect. All right, Haraj.
And I look forward for your next project, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sure you are. I know
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
All right, Haraj, you have a
Have a good
great
night.
night. Thank you again for joining us. We love you. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Love you too, guys.
All right.
Keep
Take
up
care.
the good work.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
All right.
Good night.
Okay.
Really quick, we had a question from Alex, which was, what episode would you recommend to learn for like an 8+ year old? Honestly, Alex, all of our episodes are very family friendly. We don't go into
Well, we do make some adult related jokes,
some
maybe
politically
yeah.
related
Some
jokes.
politically related
but
jokes.
I would honestly recommend the Tigran Metz episode.
Yeah, Tigran Metz
It's-
episode.
It's an
Yeah,
amazing
go from there.
episode. Yeah, Tigran Metz episode is amazing. The Ani episode is
Yeah,
amazing.
and then from there, the Arshakuni dynasty.
Shark Dynasty. Any of our
Here's the thing:
historical
it's
narratives.
when you say 8+, listen, my daughter is 10 years old. My other daughter is 8. My son is 7. It really has to do with how they would grasp this information, because there's a lot of details that they might not understand, the names, what's going on.
Yeah, it might be information
yeah.
heavy.
So again, it's one of the things maybe you want to listen with them, maybe in the car when you have a drive, listen to them. So if they kind of ask, what are they saying? They don't understand. You can help out. I think that would be a good way to do it. Right.
I mean, I remember during the Tigran Metz episode, personally speaking, we had the narrative wasn't that heavy.
Yeah.
It really wasn't that heavy. We kind of talked about things.
We also light it up as well. Like, we'll make it a lot easier.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So before we start doing the giveaway, we're gonna bring on
We have some other surprise guests.
Yeah, we have our good friends who have supported us from day one, and all three of them are
Wow.
joining us. And
Who's gonna get more airtime?
Yeah, let's see who gets more airtime. I'm gonna bring him on. Are you guys ready? All right. Okay, these are our
One,
brothers from the Wise Nuts. Here comes Arno.
2,
3,
3.
4. Woo, it's like the
Boom.
Brady Bunch. What's
These
up?
these guys don't know to turn their goddamn camera sideways, so it'll be like instead of vertical.
Hey, listen,
There you go.
Shopping.
Edgar, come on, get with it,
Think
brother.
so. But I'm in the office. I am. I'm not ready.
Look, he
right?
got the hookah going.
Hey, okay. Before congratulate you on behalf of the wise ones, we want to congratulate you guys on your 50th episode.
Why does he sound weird?
He doesn't sound weird.
Arno, what's
Dude,
going on?
Let me put it to you this way:
No, he sounds like.
Oh,
Arnold.
okay, all right.
you guys on your 50th episode. Could you guys hear me? By the way.
Yeah.
Okay. It's something. It's a huge accomplishment on your behalf. We've talked about this on our podcast, and when you guys collaborate with us, that what you guys are doing in radio, but what you guys are doing is phenomenal. The three of us can't do what you guys to your homework, and then obviously juggling a family and work and all that. So
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Thank you, Arno. Appreciate that.
Coming from you guys who have what do you guys have? Like 3,000 episodes?
4 years, man.
that
We
sounds
just
very
celebrated
narcissistic.
4 years.
No, oh man, let's not get in this narcissistic talk, yeah?
Is Armand
Well,
not mute? Is Armand muted? He's very quiet.
Oh, yeah, he's a little quiet. Armand,
we can't hear you, Armand.
No,
I'm
No,
Or
we
you-
can't.
You guys could hear.
No, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can't hear Armand. You guys are good.
I think
Yeah.
Armand forgot
Can-
to click yes.
Yeah, it's a yes to the mic. He forgot to click that. It's okay. We forgive him.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
It's not Armand. It's
Why
not,
are you guys having so many
Yeah, we-
like internet?
Yeah,
Like you
I
guys
mean,
have
for
horrible
guy-
internet.
yeah, for someone who's had like 3.7 thousand million episodes, like, come on, guys, get with it.
Our
See, why I'm the
our
tech-
technology low.
See, this is
He's
why
our tech guy.
this is why I'm the tech guy, bro. I mean,
So wait, you're handling all the tech stuff, huh?
I handle majority of the video to the internet. I mean, whatever I can. Whatever I can
I
handle.
see. Yeah, I always see Edgar. Edgar always handles the chats.
Yeah, YouTube is my best friend when it comes to tech support.
Yeah, where's Armand?
So
Can you
glad
guys hear me
we have
now?
Arno.
Yeah, there we go. We got you. We got you,
There you
man.
go.
We got you.
Are you guys all on your phones?
Yeah.
most
Yeah, I'm
likely.
on my phone.
Yeah, they're not at the studio, so they don't have any other
That's
equipment.
why it's
Well,
happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the audio
Well,
bad?
What do you think we have?
phone holder. I don't even have.
But no, it's not bad, but it's like, you know what phones, how they try to cancel background noise and everything, like it's like weird versus like if you were on a laptop or whatever. It's fine. We'll forgive you. We still love you guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, I mean,
Congratulations, boys.
But
There
thank
goes
you,
that.
thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
So,
Thank
You,
you.
man.
you and your narcissistic phones.
Jesus,
AKA Apple phones.
that
Oh man.
not me, and
Yeah.
not you.
See, and the reason why we guys have you on is first, number one, we love you guys. You're our brothers. Number two is, see, even Alex says, I learned about Wise Nuts from the first time from JJ, went on, watched them since. Now I learned about Mer Hersoner. Very happy to see all, what is it? Prosper. Congrats. Thank you, Alex John. We appreciate that. See, it's like it's
You don't want to call us and jump in?
I don't even know if
Alex
you got
is
any emails.
Very interesting man.
Is he really? Alex, jump
Alex,
on,
I
man.
think
Call us.
Alex is in me an engineering organization.
Alex
lines.
Abramian.
Yes.
Okay.
I
They
know
always
Alex
sound
is
like
a
chipmunks. What is going on with
I
your
know.
audio, guys?
Did you guys like
I'm curious. What do I sound like?
except
for him, Armand sound good.
Oh,
No,
it's normal. Hold on. Edgar, talk.
well. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3.
Edgar
Right,
sounds
Arno,
like
like-
Arno,
it's the moon
hold on.
landing.
Arno, it's your turn. Arno, it's your turn.
Well, Edgar sounds like he's on the moon landing for some reason.
What do you think you sound like? You sound like a chipmunk.
Oh my
bro.
God, Armand, you're the only one that sounds normal.
Guys,
Okay.
I can't fix
All
this
right,
in
so
editing.
you two sound like you guys sucked helium. A lot
You
of
know
it.
what?
What the
I'm gonna go get my headphones.
Well, shit.
Sorry.
What am I?
Oh my
Edgar,
God,
maybe you
hilarious.
should log back again or switch your dialect
All right.
Guys.
to
But then
ESL.
again, Armand's voice is so deep.
Yeah,
Like
you can't tell.
there isn't
But
enough helium in the world.
But
He's
you
just
guys-
very mellow no matter what, man.
the Armenian soldier who's joining us, he said he just he gave Tigran marble for to his cousin for his birthday.
It's a great.
Thank you for doing
Thank
that.
you
Wow.
for
Yeah,
doing that,
appreciate
man.
that.
Appreciate
Thank you.
that, brother.
That's a beautiful gift. By the way,
Yeah,
you know, Arno congratulated you guys. I wanted to
Yeah, yeah,
on our
man.
behalf,
Thank
but
you.
you guys on your 50th episode. You guys are truly doing magnificent work. I, for one, can't do all that research and come up with all the important information, whatever
What
you
is
guys
Edgar
dig up.
doing? Why are we
Well,
looking
I'm-
at it?
Well, shit. Bro.
All right, how do I sound now?
Oh my God, a lot better. A lot better.
You-
Oh,
There
Arno
we
sounds
go.
like Arno now.
I don't know. You sound like me now.
Nah,
you said
not yet. Not
Well,
yet.
Well,
You might need a filter for that.
Armand sounds like he sucked helium for some reason.
No. Armand doesn't even come close to sucking helium.
It sounds like that to my ears.
What? I couldn't hear. What did Armand suck? I didn't get that part. Guys.
Guys,
Here we
remember,
go. The wise nut started.
You're on the Mer Hersoner. Don't
Oh,
forget.
Oh
Don't get.
Oh my God! I forgot.
Don't get
Okay,
too
now
hot.
Edgar sounds normal. All right, we're back to normal,
Okay,
guys. All right,
okay, all right.
everybody's back to normal.
By the way, Vic,
right,
how,
guys, so,
how was the sandwich
what's-
today? Did you get to,
We can talk about the food.
Oh, we should have had you guys in the studio.
So
Yo.
to anyone that's not aware, we have a should I just give it away? Like the wise head was in our chat.
yeah.
Sure, why
Come
not?
on,
Yeah.
man.
Why? It's fun. And they talk about their prowess in the kitchen. These guys are amazing cooks. Every single one of them.
By the way, if I can add to that, so I usually have very busy days, and I don't get to eat sometimes until later when I get home after 6. And all these guys do is post
Talk
pictures
about
of sandwiches,
Unbelievable food.
making amazing food at home, grilling, and then by the time I'm getting home, I'm already like starving.
Salivating.
And then I get home and I'm like, okay, I want that now.
Well, we're helping you with your
Mike,
Yeah,
how
he's there.
about you?
Like, you just post it. Like,
What
What
are you saying? I invite you every time. You're too
you.
busy for us, each on them.
You guys are all local, man. Like I'm a little further away from you guys, so
Yeah, I'm
we
up in the windy
we gotta-
hills.
go see Mike. Take a flight.
no, dude.
How
There's
far
nothing.
does Mike?
There's nothing good. There's nothing Armenian good in Hollywood or
That's
whatever.
where it started, though.
Yeah,
No,
it
man,
started, but they all
there's
moved
a
out
good
of it.
sandwich place.
There were.
In Hollywood.
Yeah, but there was okay, Armenian related or anything to our culture related. Like all the bomb khinkali places moved out. All the bomb like anything like related to our foods moved out. They did. They really did. None of them's there anymore.
So, you guys have been listening to our podcast from day one, I'm assuming.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yes,
Um,
yes, we have.
At least I know Edgar has.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, gee, thanks
Thank
for
you,
throwing us under the bus, Vic, right away.
I know you
you-
haven't.
you
I know you
both
haven't. Don't lie.
deserve-
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
All right. I have a question. Each and one of you. Let's start with Arno. What have you learned so far?
My camera
Yes.
don't
Start
work.
with me, right?
Armand's dead.
Hold on, new phone. Who this?
Who are you guys?
No.
Where did you come from?
The
I'm kidding.
here's the thing. The information you guys provide for as far as with dude, it's there's so much information there that in order you got to go back and like watch old episodes. You got to go back and just listen to certain clips and shorts on YouTube. Those are things that'll help as well. I mean, there's so much information there that I mean, I don't even I don't even know where to. History junkie, to be honest with you. I love learning about history, and the fact that our history is so, just bring a wealth of knowledge about it. I mean, I don't even know where to be. I mean, as much as Haraj talks, the rugs episode was have had all the information, the details on those rugs. I mean, it's insane, man.
Yeah, I mean that was honestly that was one of the other episodes where that was a crash course in things that I never knew about.
And it was our first live.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah,
Is it really?
from Harach's house. Yeah,
That was our first live.
Yeah, it was our first live. Yep.
Yeah, before that, it was always pre-recorded. Well, what about you, Edgar? What have you learned?
I was gonna accept Herach's invitation.
Invitation to where?
guys here.
Well, just put it this way: today's the 17th, so next Saturday we're all gonna be at Hedach's house for Hajj.
Oh
So
man, yeah, dude, let's do it.
I'm sure these guys are not gonna say no.
that's the day after Black Friday. So
Go get your TVs.
yeah, go get your TVs, go get your
Bring them with you.
PS4s, whatever you need.
Yeah, watch them.
I'm not a foodie, so
before, and then
I'm not a foodie.
Well, we
Yeah,
maybe we
they're
can
gonna-
watch
they're
some
gonna-
World
they're
Cup
gonna
over there.
Yeah. World Cup
Cup,
stocked
yeah.
on my birthday, guys.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Armand, what have you learned, my friend?
How to cook steak.
honestly, I wish I could.
I don't listen to the show, honestly.
No, of course I do.
I'm kidding.
You guys-
I'm kidding.
Don't you guys see me show in the comment section?
By the way,
But
guys, I'm joking. I'm just putting you on the spot.
my ability, especially when it comes to history, is so bad. If you ask, I retained probably not very much, if any.
It's not easy. Even for us, it's not easy, man. Like, I'm being serious with you. All the information that we talk about.
But the way you talk about it, you make it seem like you're talking about. And some of your audience seem to know a lot about that history, and the comments they make, and some of the suggestions or even they make. I'm just amazed by it because I don't know any of those things.
It's the best part about some of the audience that we have is they have a lot of pertinent information to bring to the table too.
Yeah.
You know, like they've done their research and they're fascinated by learning more. And to your point, it is important even for us because there's been a lot of times where people have sent us messages about certain things that we've talked about that we didn't even know about. We've looked into it. We've tried to incorporate it into some of the episodes, even on a personal level, trying to learn more about things because it's interesting. All of this is interesting.
Yeah.
So when you guys
You know,
had Harach on, the first time you guys were at, he showed you guys a rug, and I have the same identicals. So I want to bring a picture and show it to him one time. The first time I've ever seen same rug before. As that
are you serious?
Yeah, I have the exact same rug.
Wow, that's
This is a-
amazing.
This is a
By the way,
1918
Haraj just
rug.
confirmed.
Harach just invited you guys to
Yeah,
Hajj.
he said the wise nuts
Thank you.
are also invited.
Thank you,
for
Raj.
Hajj.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
so
you.
Thank you, Raj.
Saturday, no plans. No plans. You know,
When is this taking place?
Next Saturday. Hizakasi, I'm not here. Arno?
Arno, don't
I don't know why. Am I on a delay or something? I don't know what's going on.
No, you're
Well, it's
fine.
your hookah smoke. That's what it is.
Oh, probably.
It's the fog of war.
Yeah. No, I'll be there for sure.
Yeah. Just lost my train of thought. What was I gonna ask them?
About Harach inviting.
Well, no, so we'll talk about that
Yeah.
and bring your rug with you. He said,
And bring your rug with you. Yeah, there you go, Edgar. There you go.
We'll do it.
Bring it with
I
you.
will bring.
Listen, we're
Qualitative veg.
what I wanted to say is,
got it.
off the podcast, off the Wise Nuts, we're all friends. We joke around, we love one another, and we have a great time. We get goofy when we're together,
Yeah, we do.
and that's the fun part. And today was one of those episodes where, it was about for everybody to kind of get to not know us, but to see who we are as
Just let
people.
loose.
We talk because history is deep. History is sometimes can
Serious.
be boring and serious, and we try to make it fun. And we appreciate everybody who has joined us, who has supported us, who is here with our lot. We have our regular fans who are always with us.
And
on
thank
our
you
fans.
guys.
Yeah, and thank
To
you
all
guys.
the regulars that
Yeah.
you guys always
Yeah.
take your time to jump on with us. Thank you.
And I also want to say from, there's many other Armenians who are now jumping into the podcast game, but you guys were kind of the originals.
Yeah.
I want to say, and you motivated a lot of us to do this. I can say, I've been watching you guys for a long time, and it kind of helped me go, hey, you know what? I want to do this.
You
too.
guys. It's because of you guys. He dragged me into this.
But-
FYI, no joke. Seriously.
but it's
Seriously,
like-
I'm not messing around.
See, they were recovering they're covering the current affairs and bringing so many amazing people on your show and talking about well, these people also helping about could be anything from social anxiety to
Bring
to
light to
bring-
a lot of different topics.
topics in our community. So and you guys motivated us to do something different, to help with a different point, which is history. So it's a different task, but it's still the same, I guess.
Yeah, but you guys did serve as an inspiration, and I know that me and Vic have talked about this even before our first episode.
Yeah.
Was to do something like you guys have been doing. Yes, maybe a little bit more niche. Let's put it that way, but still,
Yeah.
bringing information, bringing
Yeah.
content.
Yeah,
That,
and
that
I think a
people-
lot of people
that people
don't
can associate with.
and a lot of people, I know you guys have a huge following, but a lot of people don't appreciate what you guys do, and I think people
fine
need
too,
to,
bro.
huh?
That's perfectly fine with us. We don't need everybody to agree with us. I feel
Not
like
agree,
don't listen- don't-
appreciate.
Don't listen to Edgar. He's the neutral
Edgar's
party
like,
everywhere.
F around and find out.
Yeah. But
Who's your favorite wise nut? By
it's that deep voice, man. It's that deep voice.
No filters, no filters.
I it's a show.
Oh man.
How do you say no to that?
I have to.
Oh man.
I have to be the favorite one every episode of Mer Hersoner. The most
Edgar.
dedicated wise nut, basically.
Yeah, Edgar, yeah, man, dude, you're
the most
you
knowledgeable
monitor-
when it comes to Armenian current affairs, even history.
Yeah,
Not that the
but-
guys, but you
to
you have
you
more
guys,
interest
though.
into it.
Yes,
Armand
yeah.
just makes steak all day long. Arno just sells.
All day.
I don't even know.
Information.
Oh man, no, we I kid. Well, at least half the day he's making steak.
It's funny how after 40 plus years of being on this earth, right? Now just know me as the wise nuts guy, like you said, and the guy who likes to grill. That's it. They've completely.
Oh, man, come on. That's not
I'm
who
not-
you guys are.
I'm not. No, I'm talking about forgotten about what I do professionally, or it's like everybody, anywhere they meet me, it's like, oh yeah, hey, guy, and you like to make steak, right? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, that's all I do.
No, you guys honestly look being on your podcast as a guest one time, besides just me and Vic as an introduction. You guys are knowledgeable. Arno, Edgar, you guys know I could deep dive into a lot of conversations with all of you gentlemen about a bunch of too many topics, way too many topics.
Well, let me ask you guys this.
It takes an audience. Really quick. Like it takes an audience to be able to have conversations like this.
Whose kid is still not sleeping? It's 9:30.
Arno's kids are running around that backyard.
No. My kids.
My boys,
kids are knocked out.
they nap.
Oh.
They nap in the afternoon. So
Okay.
It ain't my kid.
They're the ones who are running around?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Well,
But yeah,
let me ask you
anyway,
I
this.
think they're
Do you
Generally
guys
downstairs.
know if we can? Do you guys know if we can censor faces on Restream? Just out of curiosity.
We'll talk
why?
about that.
All right.
We'll
Well,
talk
right,
about that.
Mike,
Yeah, there's
Talk later.
yeah, we'll talk
Uh-oh.
about that, how to do that. That there's a way to do that. I know what you're talking about. It's all
Oh,
about
why, Arno?
I'm very curious as to
it's all
why.
about layers, buddy. Layers. You're a Photoshop guy. You know how it works.
Okay, I'll
It's all about layers.
Edgar, I'll explain it to you in our group chat why
Yeah.
we might need.
Yeah.
Well, Arno
Hmm.
wants to come out of the experiment first with the blurred.
By the way, I just got a notification
Blurred.
that Alex actually.
No, I want to stand up so people could see that we're
Oh man.
Well,
They're messed up. I don't know how much of a good idea this was, guys. Then mixing it up with the wise nuts.
Hey, listen, man. We could start a podcast with the wise head. We can get all five of us on a board together.
Alex, by the way, thank you for the order. I just got notified.
Alex, man.
That's
Thank you.
awesome of you, buddy. Thank you. So, do you guys want to stay on while we're gonna give away these
Gifts.
Gifts? Well, you know, you
Sure.
want to stick around while we
Or-
do this?
or
Maybe
if
you
you
guys
guys
can
wanna
answer,
bring-
but you can't have it. This is only for the audience members.
But
Well, you're part of the
guys
audience,
bring
but you don't
someone
get-
else on?
Well, if
No.
anyone wants to join, if anyone has the, wherewithal to want to jump in and shoot the beep with
Yeah.
us.
So here we're gonna give away. First thing we're gonna give away is a t-shirt. So this is how it works, guys. You have two ways. Either you can message us, which is again, you can email us at pod@merhersoner.com. This is gonna be on a first come first serve basis. Okay, so you can either Google it. That's fine. We get it. But whose email comes first with the answer, you will win this prize, and we will contact you for whatever the information to
Yeah.
get this out to you. Okay, so the way it works, it's pod@merhersoner.com. So the first question, which is we're giving away a t-shirt of your choice, which is either the Tigran t-shirt or the Vartan t-shirt. If you
Representing
get a
here.
chance, yeah. So the first episode that we did together was
Yeah.
about
Armenian Highlands.
No. Second episode.
Oh, the second episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was about Urartu.
Urartu. Okay. The question is, King Manwa's canal that he created, how long it was? How many
long was it?
kilometers was it? So
Ooh.
if you
Send
know
us-
the answer,
Yes. Respond to us in the email.
Is
With
it
the
price
answer.
it right?
Yeah.
Is it prices right rules?
no. Whoever's email comes first will be, and if it's
Yeah,
correct,
we have
yeah.
an audience, man.
If it's correct, you will be the winner. So again, the question is,
King Manoa built
Manoa,
a canal that was very, very long
yeah,
back, I
In
think about the
Urartu.
6th or 7th century BC.
yeah,
Email us the answer.
yeah.
First person to reply with the correct answer gets a t-shirt of their choice.
Yeah, and we'll contact
Well,
you.
let me ask
And
you guys. Can we make a guess as far as with the wise nuts to see if we get
Yeah.
even close? Because
yeah. Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Have
Go
fun
ahead.
with it.
Have
Sure.
fun with it.
Which one of you guys wants to go first? I was gonna guess 50 kilometers because it's the road. That was just gonna be a straight guess. I have no clue, man.
Okay.
Well,
You too.
I live in the United States, so I'm gonna go with miles.
Okay, fine. Go with miles. Go with miles. I know the conversion off the top of my head. Go with
I'm
miles.
gonna say maybe 5 miles. I don't know.
Okay. Armand, you're up.
I would say 112 kilometers.
Why, Armand?
okay.
Someone
Okay.
responded. Thank you.
Okay. All three of you are off.
Yeah,
That was
I'm
awesome.
nice.
I'm not gonna
I'm not going to give away the answer, but all three
Okay,
of you are
who just emailed us? We don't have an. It's just an email. We don't know. Is it
Wait, no. Demiel responded.
50? No,
50
Demiel. I'm
50
sorry. That's
50
not-
what? 50 what? No,
Well,
hold on.
We
Hold
said
on.
kilometers, so
But if we were to take an answer with miles,
no, it doesn't. No,
No?
kilometers. It's kilometers. So,
The
I just
question.
want to see how close
So the
people
answer's got to be.
get. No. It's
whoever just emailed us, again, your email just has an email. There's no name, but you are correct, and you're the winner. So, can you email us again with your actual name or so?
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's in kilometers, guys, and somebody already emailed us, and they won. You won a T-shirt.
Yeah.
The answer was 72 kilometers. So
Jesus
that is correct.
They
Yeah.
dug.
They
Yo,
dug
I was
72
dug
Close
kilometers.
enough, man.
Yeah, it was close. Look, it was close,
But
but
I- no,
72
I
kilometers.
think I won because I said 112, and then mine is Edgar's 50. That's 72.
So
And my
Actually, that's
miles
60.
cancels it out.
whoever is Owl's Garden,
No,
there we go. Did they? Oh, we Owl's, it's Caroline. Come on, you can put your name, Caroline. All right, Caroline won the T-shirt. Caroline, email us. Email us your information. We need your T-shirt size, and we need to know what T-shirt you want. So there you go. You're the winner. Okay. Armand left us, and Edgar is.
Wow,
blank.
we're getting abandoned.
All right. Okay, Arno, you're with us.
Well,
Oh, Edgar's
well,
back. There we go. Let's bring him back on. All
bro,
right.
I think it's one of the guys' internet. It's getting choppy audio on our.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys ready for the second question?
Question number 2.
Okay.
What's the prize? What's the prize?
The prize is a mug.
Okay.
Again, choice, Tigran or thing.
Zlatan.
So if you've been following our episodes, Mike, who does he hate as far as a historical
Character.
And he's mentioned this multiple times.
Yeah. I have bad vibes with this guy, even though he's dead, but still.
I don't know if people are going to get this.
I mean, we've got some people. Oh my God! Wait, no. I've got. I mean, look, we've got some people that have been listening to us. From the beginning.
Historical figure.
Yeah,
it's a historical figure.
Yeah,
We've
and he's
covered.
actually a very famous historical figure.
We can give a hint. He's Roman.
Do we give more hints?
No, just Roman.
Okay.
But
Oh, jeez.
Mike hates him. Mike hates him.
And the effing Romans.
Bro, only Roman I know is Julius Caesar.
No. He was actually somewhat of a good guy.
I know.
Inspired.
I'm just saying. That's the only.
Yeah.
I know.
There was one guy that I truly cannot stand. Like, just based off of the history, the research that we've done, and combining it with like stuff that I knew from the past. God, this guy, what a pansy. He was a serious man.
Anyone? Can anybody in the chat? No. Nobody. Email us.
Do I give another hint?
I mean, how many hints can we give? Okay. Well, he's Roman. He was a Roman. Yeah. What?
Well, but he was.
He was also.
In singer name after him.
I know, but he was also in love with.
Yes.
Edgar. We're gonna make this a lot easier.
You guys are. My connection is really bad. hear you guys.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh wow.
oh,
Okay. Well, I think Anna just won the next one. We're gonna
Yeah,
come up
hold on.
with.
Can we skip to 3 really quick?
Okay, so whoever knows the answer again, who Mike hates, it's a Roman dude. He was in love with Cleopatra,
Yeah, we're not
and
gonna
Mike
say
hates him. Yeah.
But let's
So
skip forward
whoever
to number
emails us,
3,
yeah. So
because
Oh my God.
the third question is, it's for a hat. By the way, hats are going to be in stock soon.
Yes, very
This
soon.
is for a hat. Who was Mike's favorite character throughout all this time?
Anna, you're
And,
awesome.
So, can you guys guess who wants to email us?
Oh, she already
No?
got it, man.
I know, she already got it.
She
Right there. Just all
already
you have to
got
do
it.
is email us, guys. The answer's right there in the chat.
Yeah, she already
Just
got it.
email us.
Can-
Just email us. Whoever gets to us first.
Oh, I found out who it is.
It's who?
Who is it, Arno?
Yeah.
Huh? He's
What?
cut off.
You cut off. You cut off what?
I'm like, should I say who it is?
Yeah, I mean, somebody already said it, so go ahead and say it.
So did they say Mark Anthony?
Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Okay, wait, that was number 2.
that was number 2.
That was
All right.
number
Okay.
2.
Huh?
That's who I hate.
Again,
Can't
guys,
stand
it
'em.
has to do with whoever emails us first. It's all about the email. Whoever gets to us first. Caroline already won the T-shirt, so whoever emails us first with
Somebody
the right
email
answer.
Mark Anthony to the
Yeah,
Mer Herosner.
not the wise nuts. There you go.
Herosner.
Pod at
Yeah.
Herosner. Yeah. So, whoever emails us and the third answer is right there.
Anna
And it's
has already
not the
responded.
and it's not the singer Mark Anthony, guys.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not the singer Mark Anthony. No.
Yeah. All right. So number
All right,
4.
number
This is the big
4.
one. Okay.
So,
This is the sculpture. So whoever gets this right, and again, you need to email us pod@merhersoner.com.
get a sculpture of their choice.
Yeah.
This is not a
any
joke.
of them. Any of them,
Uh-huh.
you will win a sculpture. Okay. So the question is, in which episode did yours truly, Vic Aslanyan over here, show off his vocal skills as a singer?
As a singer.
What season, what episode, and what was the title? So,
I'm sure there's a few of you that listened to him howl at the moon.
so if you know the answer, you email us pod@medherosner.com. Whoever gets that answer correct will win a choice of your sculpture.
And there's no time limit on this. You don't have to
Yeah.
do it right now. So if you guys wanted to, let's say, go back and listen and check it out and whatnot, go ahead. There's no statute of limitations on this. We just decided to make it a little bit more difficult for any of our
Yeah.
listeners.
And Anna is the first one who emailed us. So Anna, you are the winner of the hat. We should
Yes.
have stock very soon, and we will contact you and we'll send that to you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love Mithridates.
Yes, and
He
we
is awesome.
not wait till what you're doing is ready. So
Yes.
thank you, Anna. So yeah, so again, the question for the sculpture is, what episode did I show off my vocal skills, and what was the title?
Now, Vic,
All right.
you're looking for an answer as to episode number? Is that how to you?
Episode number, what season, what episode, and the title.
Yes.
So
Clarify, sir.
go back.
Go back. Listen.
Go back and listen.
And there's no statute of limitations. Email us. The first person to email us with the answer gets a free statue of their choice.
Yeah. There you go.
Because Vic sang.
That's
Yep.
a hell of a deal.
Yep.
He sang. He literally sang. And it
So-
wasn't even a part of the script. I'm not even kidding you. We didn't even
I
plan
just
it that
didn't-
way.
yeah.
We didn't plan it that way. He literally live started singing.
Yep. So
Nah,
If you
I can
want
watch all
one-
the episodes again.
You guys singer on our side. Oh, right.
Oh, is it Armand?
Yeah.
No,
You wish.
hard singer.
Wait, who?
Arno sings
Arno, you sing?
instruments. Yeah, Arno.
No, Arnold doesn't sing.
Really? Arno, you sing?
Edgar's doesn't sing.
Alex just said, "Can I email 50 emails with old episodes?" No, Alex, no cheating, buddy. That won't work. Sorry, it's a specific episode. You got to go back and listen if you want
you
it.
said 49, I said Chase.
49, yeah,
Smart
49,
answer.
49. So,
Yeah.
but that I know it's a tough one, but you got to go back and listen
Go
and,
back
and
and
find,
listen.
yeah.
And again, reminder, no
And
statute,
whoever,
no limitations.
and whoever, like I said, emails us first
person.
with the correct answer. We will announce it on our Instagram.
Whenever it's ready.
Whenever it's ready on Instagram, and then probably even on the next episode.
Yeah.
So, but that's pretty much it. All right, guys. Any last words you want to say? What do you guys have coming up with your show? Anything exciting? I know the holidays are coming up, so
November 30th, we're inviting
Yeah.
and the viewers from Mer Hersoner. You guys are welcome as well. We'll be doing their second live at the Famous. Doors open up. It'll be meet and greet, kind of just cocktail hour, and then we'll go live at 7:30. Have guests come up. We'll chit chat, and then after that, Mike kind of mingles with us and with each other, and we just have a great time like we did last time.
Yeah, guys.
Well,
Especially to our listeners.
This time.
Oh wait,
Oh,
what?
yes. There is a special performance. DJ Heartbeat DJ Vazgen will be there as music. There's gonna be dancing. There's gonna be drinking. There's gonna be laughing. There's gonna be talking. It's gonna be. Last time we had well over 100 people there. We're anticipating.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
again, this is November
30th.
30th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our audience, like, guys, come on down. It was really fun last time when the Wise Nuts organized this event. It was a lot of fun.
It's
really
a Wednesday
was.
night, and should be fun. Everybody come down. We'll be there. You get to meet us in person if you want to meet us.
Well,
but
come on down and drink with us.
So
God,
I want to ask you guys
simple.
a question. Obviously, next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Before we let you guys go, I want to ask you a question. As far as so far this year, what are you guys thankful for?
Ooh.
Just this year.
Are we talking
I'm thankful
about?
I'm thankful for Attorney Gascon, our new Sheriff Luna, and our new Mayor Karen Bass. I couldn't be more ecstatic.
Oh my God!
Let's switch this up, guys.
Can I make a comment to that?
Something
Or-
family and
Yes,
friends.
you
can
can.
help.
Yeah,
all right,
yes,
all right.
yes,
I gotta
you may.
behave. I gotta behave.
No, but all seriousness, what are you guys thankful for? And
Well,
one at a time. Let's start with Armand.
I'm just, as always, my family and friends. Love for a living and being able to meet new people via the just thankful for life. Just everything. There are certain things, obviously, that I mentioned 30 seconds. I wish weren't as is, but it is what it is. But we live in an amazing country. We live in an amazing city, a community here, and somebody told me you can go live anywhere in the world. I would still choose this place. I disagree with so many things that goes on in the behind the scenes. Life is beautiful. Yeah. Overall life is beautiful. You gotta mystic and look at all the wonderful things that there is out there, and be thankful for your family, your friends, the fact that you wake up you have a purpose in life. There's nothing more that I can ask for.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. Let's go to Edgar.
He's sideways.
Go ahead, Edgar.
Please tell
Go
us
ahead.
how you feel.
Good night. He lost.
We lost
Awesome.
another
It's
nut.
like-
All right, Arno, back
like-
to you,
it's like-
bud.
It's like, Edgar, what are you thankful for?
Like this, and then
You know what we need to do is we need to start a
we
new
got-
podcast, just 5 of us.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Why
just-
Herosner? None.
just goof around,
just-
right?
Just goof
For 2
around,
hours,
just
yeah.
goof around for 2 hours.
This is what I was saying, that we should do this at least like once a month or once every other month, where we just get crack up.
Dude, I'm so
Yeah.
down. I'm so down. It's such a good release,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
From like some of the serious content, and I know you guys have like some serious guests and some serious content that you guys discuss, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes this is just
Yeah, like last
Yeah.
about narcissism and bullying and all that.
He's back with the jacket.
Edgar.
Oh. His camera just flipped and mirrored itself.
On
Somebody's tapping in, dude.
Edgar, we can't
Edgar's
hear
on
you. buddy.
dial-up. He's on dial-up.
I gotta say, for all of you with your fancy iPhones, man,
Yeah, you know we don't have these problems with these things.
yeah, time to
Androids?
switch to Android.
Great.
Yeah,
phones.
but you guys are
on that
the
thing.
deadly green bubble. That's the problem with you.
We're the green bubble.
Yeah.
We're the green bubble.
Okay, we can't hear Edgar, so Arno John, just real quickly, what are you thankful for, buddy?
Edgar's on the 405
He went
trying to get
dark.
service.
He went dark.
Edgar, we can see. Don't go anywhere.
I got
you
your
shit.
6, buddy. I got your 6. I got your 6.
Edgar, don't go out.
By the way,
Outside, you might
Anna
get
just
robbed.
came up. Anna just came up with the best title for the new podcast, Mer Nuts.
Oh shit!
Mike,
You know what
you should start.
I'm gonna do with our logo today.
Dude, I've got the perfect logo for this.
Okay, all
I've
right.
got the perfect logo for this.
Okay, Arno, what are you thankful for besides Mer Nuts?
I mean, as well. I mean, every year when we do Thanksgiving, which is one of my favorite holidays, you know, we go around with everybody, and you know, we have a big family, and we ask each and every single person, you know, what they're thankful for. Practically the same thing. You know, I'm always thankful for my wife, my kids. You know, I mean, what else could you want? I mean, on the podcast where he says, you know, waking up every morning and your feet hit the ground, you go, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, waking up every morning, being able to hug my kids and, you know, for the day, and then come home and then kiss her hello, hug my kids, and just spend quality time. That's what it's all about, man. Literally.
Well, yeah,
And
that's true. That's true.
Steak.
And
He
steak.
And
Eat-
steak
Iberico.
for Thanksgiving.
Iberico. Iberico. Hey guys, camel next week.
Oh yeah, the camel meat, right?
Camel meat.
Wait,
If you don't hear-
Hashiteto itmen camel meat utelu.
Yeah, if you guys don't
Really?
hear from the Wise Nuts after next week, you know what?
Camel meat.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Well,
Mike, you were in
Oh.
chat today, so it's okay. You missed quite a bit.
Listen, I was reading everything, all right? I was reading everything until
course you were.
you decided to, you know, tell me that the CIA might have abducted me.
we're giving away
That-
too much
that- that-
information right now.
That meme was amazing.
Yeah. That's not Mike. Edgar, can you speak? Can we hear you? Or- Nope. You're still muted, buddy.
Well, Edgar's having technical
Yeah.
difficulties.
I think it's you forgot to hit the allow the browser thing, but it's okay.
I can tell what he's
Damn
saying.
it.
He's saying, I'm thankful for Armand.
Yes, there you gave the thumbs up. Thankful for Armand. Thankful for Wise Nuts. Thankful for the future podcast of Med Nuts.
Med nuts. Oh my god, that's
But that is
amazing.
genius. Anna, that is
And-
genius.
Nuts.
And we wish you, much more success. Another 50 and another 50 on top of that. A lot
Thanks,
more 50.
guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
you guys are doing a and not just the Armenian community, but I think even anyone outside of the Armenian community who's learning about Armenian history. This is definitely the channel out there.
Yeah.
Podcast that covers anything relatively close to in what you guys cover. So you guys keep up the beautiful work. Future episodes and more growth and more followers and
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Really.
Well,
Seriously.
I'm gonna check off the Wise Nuts from the list.
Well, that was good.
That was good.
Hey,
Thank you for joining us.
Moving on.
Well,
Wait,
we'll
what
see
did you say?
you guys
Okay, it's
tomorrow.
time.
Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow lunch. Can't wait.
hell yeah.
All right, guys. No, truly, all jokes aside, thank you. We love you guys. We appreciate everything you guys have done for us,
Yeah,
and
seriously,
we
really,
can't wait
you guys-
to come
you
on
guys- you
your
guys have-
show again and just let loose and have a good time.
You guys have done a lot for
Uh,
us too.
so
You really have.
Thank
really
you, guys.
have.
Thank
We
you
love
so much.
You guys, we love you
All right,
guys.
we'll talk to you guys. All right.
Take
Night.
care. Take care.
Well, that's always fun.
Fun. That was
Yeah.
fun.
We always
I hope
turn
you
into-
guys are enjoying our
Absolute-
goofiness and having a
we-
good time.
We turn
Like I
into
said,
absolute goofballs with these guys.
yeah, it's always like that. Well, they're our brothers. We're all having a good time. Thank you everybody who's joined us so far and stuck
Thank you,
around.
Damiel.
Damiel, thank you very
you,
much. Thank
Damiel.
you for being a loyal fan. To everybody, Anna, Caroline. I mean, there's so many people to mention who are always here every time we go
Abiding
live.
by truth.
Abiding, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
What is her name? I still don't know what her name is. Abiding, we need your name.
Yeah. Please reveal yourself.
Alex, thank you for joining us, everybody.
You guys.
Hope you guys had a good
Ladies and
time.
gentlemen.
We like I said, this wasn't a episode, one of those serious episodes. We just wanted to kind of reflect on everything.
We got a niche crowd. We do.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a niche crowd that always comes back and listens to us. We don't have like millions and millions of viewers.
Stephanie, it's Stephanie. There you go, Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
By the way, I think Stephanie was at the event we did with Vahan Setyan, but I don't think we got to meet her. Is that correct, Stephanie? Am I right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Correct me if
let
I'm.
us know. But seriously, we always have we for the most part, other
Yeah.
than anyone else new that joins us, we have a core group of listeners.
Yes,
and
Arno.
we-
Biting is a girl. Look, biting is a girl.
We know that. We know that.
I knew that much, but Arno is completely at shock.
But thank you to every single one of you that have been there ever since we started going live on YouTube. It means a lot to us because we know we're not just two deadbeats talking to nobody.
Yeah.
It really does. It means a lot that we know that there's people listening to our gibberish and important pertinent information at times.
Yeah.
We
We gotta do one of these episodes once in a while just to kind of let loose and enjoy ourselves and enjoy our fans and have a good
and
time.
also listen, we're two cool guys. Just sometimes when we put our email out there, email us, join us live. We've had it happen before.
Yeah.
We seriously have. That's where we got our time machine question from. Was from a fan.
Yeah.
Was what was his name from Toronto?
Vosgen.
Vosgen, yeah, Vosgen from Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah.
decided to jump in one day, and we put him live on the air. And great guy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. We're two normal dudes.
So I'll ask this general question to our audience, and I'll ask you as well. You guys feel free to chime in. Next week is Thanksgiving week, and it's on a Thursday, and we are always either we post our pre-recorded episodes on Thursdays or we go live. So, we won't be doing that because of the holiday. But if you want to feel free to chime in what you're thankful for. But Mike, I'm going to ask you what you are thankful for so far this year.
I'm thankful for all of the amazing work that we're doing, first and foremost. Yes, I do have a career besides this.
Mhm.
I'm beyond thankful for the amount of work that I get, as you would know. But I think beyond that, I would say what takes precedent would be the type of work that we're doing. Because I honestly didn't realize, and I'm going to be the first to admit it,
Yeah.
I didn't realize initially what we were getting ourselves into. Not in a bad way, and I'm not saying this in like a negative sense. I didn't realize the magnitude of what we were getting ourselves into.
Yeah.
In terms of speaking Armenian history in English,
Yeah.
which is obviously we know around the globe the
Yeah.
largest language being spoken and understood, to reach out to the masses about our story.
Yeah.
So I think I'm beyond thankful for that. I can't really put it in any other words in terms of what we've been able to accomplish. How many times you and I have looked at each other, and I'll be the first to admit it, and I know you will too. Okay, do we stop?
We can't stop.
We can't stop.
It's impossible. It's impossible to stop.
Not that we've thought about stopping, but just some of the, and this is a part of
Yeah.
being thankful, is some of the emails and the messages that we've gotten from individuals from different parts of the world have literally kept this fire
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding
No,
you.
we-
You guys, it's not that me and Vic ever looked at each other and said, okay, enough. It's not that. It's just
Motivation.
it kept
Motivation
the
was-
flame
yeah,
burning
going.
because
Amazing
get these
people.
messages from people.
Amazing people have
No
messaged
joke.
us.
no joke, you
you know.
guys. We love you.
Yeah,
Honestly.
thank you to all of you who have messaged us and gave us praise, gave us criticism, gave us information, and some amazing people we've met through the
Yeah.
podcast. So we are thankful to you guys. And Caroline, you're right. We're not deadbeats. I don't know why
Yeah.
Mike said that, but
It's my
it's
lingo.
it's his
my
lingo. But
No,
you're right.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
And Alex, thank you. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alex. Have a good night, man.
Yeah.
Thank you
for joining
Thank
us.
you for the.
Well.
What about you?
Oh
You-
yeah,
you're
I got
next,
it.
right?
Yeah. What am I thankful for? I am thankful for my health. Number one. I am thankful for my wife, my 3 beautiful kids. I love them to death. They are my everything. I'm thankful that I get to do what I love in my business. Good times, bad times, hard times, doesn't matter. It's a passion and I love it. I'm thankful to you for being part of my life as my friend, and I'm thankful for you for jumping on this journey with me with this crazy idea that I came up with.
Yeah.
And I'm also thankful for you to allowing me to join. I mean, this all started because of your design,
Well, that
because
was-
of your vision.
That was your idea.
I know, but still, you could have just said, "Hey, no, I'm not gonna do it." But you allowed it, and we're here.
Yeah.
We're a year and a half into it.
It turned into a bigger thing than
both of us
what we
envisioned.
both
Yeah.
initially thought it might
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just thankful to be alive. I think we are living best time in the world right now, and I'm thankful.
amazing time.
Yeah.
To be
Learning about history and the stuff that as a culture we've gone through, trust me, we are living in the best time.
Yeah.
And our ancestors have dealt with a lot for us to be able to be here. So cherish that, respect that, and I hope sooner than later, we become more united as a people.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I am Armenian. Um, I honestly, I love my culture. I love my people. And you know, I don't know. I think the future is bright. I just think us as a people, we need to unite. We
It's
need
gonna
to
take
stop.
time.
We need to stop trying to be all kings. You know, everybody has their own passion, their own craft, and let everybody have their title. As far as not title, I think that's the right word. Like
There's space.
their space. Everybody
Yeah.
do your thing. Everybody, when the now kids, there's
It's
like
a
you do you,
contribution.
yeah, and we'll be successful together. You don't have to top one another.
It's a
Yeah.
contribution.
So that's pretty much it. That's what I'm thankful for. So, but what else? Do we have anything else we want to announce before we wrap it up? We've been chatting for about almost
Almost 3
3
hours.
hours. So
Yeah. You and I
Yeah.
initially said what? An hour and a half?
hour and a half. That was our
Yeah,
goal,
well,
but
never works out that way.
Yeah. Um, let's see what else.
Any final announcements?
Yeah. Again, we want to announce the Armenian Komitas quartet that will
Yes.
be at the
December 9th.
Is it December 9th?
Yeah,
Yeah,
December 9th.
December 9th, 7 p.m. at the Glendale Presbyterian Church. This is something you guys don't want to miss. If you're local, you're interested.
World famous Armenian
World
quartet,
famous
by the way.
quartet, the
This is not
Komitas
a joke.
Quartet. You can go on ticketmiket.com. I know it sounds
ticketmiket.com.
funny, but that's what
Yeah.
it is. Or you can call 818-265-0506
Or-
and get your tickets.
Or contact either one of us. for
Yeah,
more
we'll put you
information.
through with the right
Yes.
people to get your tickets. That's something you definitely want to go to. Besides that, again, guys, these sculptures, besides the person who gets the right answer, who's the winner, they are 20% off with the promo code HOLIDAYS, all capitals. Use anything in our store is 20% off just for the holidays. These are great deals. Go and jump on, order it for yourself or for someone you love. They are in stock. They are in stock, but limited stock as well. So, don't be all confident. Oh, it's just sitting there. Yeah, no. Go ahead and order it, and we'll ship it out to you right away.
When we made these initially, they were very limited stock. That's it.
Yeah. And we'll be announcing, hopefully, when we come back, not next Thursday, after that, our new sculpture.
Oh, yes.
And those will be pre-order, and we're going to try to get
He's-
those out as soon as possible.
I'll give this much away. He's almost ready.
Yeah, he's almost ready.
He's almost ready.
Besides that, Mikey, anything else you want to mention?
That's it, man.
All right.
I can't thank everybody enough.
Yeah.
Who listens to us.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody who joined us.
You're the reason we keep going.
We want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving, whoever lives in the States, whoever celebrates it. Thank you again for all the support throughout this year and a half that we've been on this journey. We'll continue doing this. We'll continue bringing amazing stories about our culture, Armenia, the people.
We're just scratching the surface.
Yeah. And we always want everybody, non-Armenians especially, listen to us. Contact us if you want to learn more. Doesn't matter. We're friendly. Talk to us.
Yeah, please.
Besides that, as we always say at the end of the show, respect one another.
Love one another.
Until the next episode, take care of yourselves.